Okay, this is Aaron again with Exalted Lamb 1, and I have my latest video, which is a supporting video for my last video, which will be in the description box below. There's a link in the description box below. I am so excited to bring this out to you because I've really another crazy analysis, big analysis of iPad Goat going forward with September, and I'm calling it Secrets of September because this part 1 and part 2 are going to really nail a lot of things that are hidden about September. So, and I've dealt with this for 3 years. This is my 3rd year dealing with September. So it's massively huge what I've uncovered in a lot of ways. So this whole video is very important to watch. If you have to take it in sections, you know, half an hour at a time or whatever, yeah, I'm building a case here. This is kind of how I do things with my videos. I build a case, so I have to share a lot of things. You know, so there's a lot of information, a lot of details, a lot of pieces of evidence that basically support each other and this overall idea of this time of September. Okay, so but first I want to talk, always mention that I'm on Telegram as well, the chat. I have a chat as well. But if you want to get notifications on your phone, basically right to your phone, because you know how YouBoob is. I call them YouBoob. They turn off notifications and all kinds of stuff. So if you want to get notifications, sign up for that. It's going to be a link in the description box below as well. Okay, like normal. And then I have my little Baraka Naughton right here, my code for my even the chat part that you a lot of people are eventually invited to. There's so there's some benefits of that, of the Telegram group. You get those notifications. You'll get some things about different gematria stuff I'm working on different articles and things sometimes, and that I'm not showing on my videos. And I'm communicating here and there with people as well. So, and people communicating back and forth. I have a chat. We have a chat area, and we have just a notifications section. So about the videos that come out and other things. And I let people know about any videos I do, whether it's on another channel or another platform or whatever. So, in fact, this one here, well, this is the one I just mentioned. Say this first. So this is my companion to this video I'm doing right now, and then there's going to be a part 2 to this video as well. But this one was the first one of this time frame that was really big. It nails it in so many ways. Now again, I'm guessing. I'm always guessing. I'm doing my best to give you the best educated guess that I have on all the information I've put together and understand thousands of pieces of information for the last 3 years. And that's another reason why you can you know, give some credibility to what I'm saying, because I've actually predicted many things, a lot of symbolic things that have happened. Now, again, this whole timeline is only going to happen once. All these destructive events are only going to happen once, okay, or over some time. But it's a one-time process of 14 days. So I can't. You know, it's not like I'm, you know, guessing on sporting events that happen every single day or week or whatever. And, you know, then you know, that kind of thing. But this is going to happen at one time in the future. So, you know, the best thing I can do to kind of show, hey, I have some track record is the same days, the exact same days of the exact same type of symbolic events. These things are happening, and they've been happening. Oh, it's been close to 150 times that I've nailed symbolic events on these exact days numerically. And that's another reason why no other calendar besides the Gregorian, as far as just the day, makes any sense. The Enoch calendar, this, that, the other thing, whatever it is. But I will take exception to that with the Torah calendar, and I'll explain what that is. I'll explain why here later in the presentation. But so you know, I have a track record. A lot of people don't have that. People just say, hey, for this and this reason, or maybe you have 5 reasons, hey, the rapture is going to happen. You know, all that kind of stuff. I don't say that. I say, plus, there's a lot more that's going to happen during for these 15 days. And that's for your benefit. For people can start waking up. It's a process of waking people up that the enemy is going to end up doing, because he's doing it for his nefarious reasons. But God's going to be waking people up during these days. And there's a lot of stuff going on. It's very deep. So just looking at one day as far as a rapture, whatever, just so you can escape. You know, sorry, but the 144, which I'm a part of, we're going to come back and fight and win people to the Lord. That's the great harvest. And that's coming very, very soon with this. So, and then, like I mentioned, on another platform, I have this video here Very short, just a few minutes. Go right there if you can. It's a link in the description box below, and that's on, of course, this platform here, because I can't share things about the hokey pokey that I call it on YouTube, of course. So identifying the ZOM V FIED is what I'm calling it. Okay, and these are the different street lights that are giving this off, and they're identifying the ZOM V FIED. And I already have 33,000 views on that, which is really great. It's kind of picking up speed. It's one of my better ones out there. My best one on BitChute is almost 70,000 with these different professionals that basically are, recommending against the jab, so against the hokey pokey. That's been months ago I put that up, and so I have some different videos on there if you want to check in there, just about the hokey pokey and the Convid 1984. It's because it's a Convid 1984 deal as well. So those are only on this particular platform right here that I have my channel there. So again, link will be in the description box for this particular video, and then you can click on the lion head there as well as you can on this platform, YouTube, and then you can go and look at my other videos. So that's how you do that. Just click on the lion head icon, and that goes to all the videos, and then you can just, if you didn't know that, some people don't know that, believe it or not. Okay, so I want to start off right away. Let's jump right into this with the rule of colel, and I've shared this a few times before, but I want to preface this, especially for people that don't know how the numbers work. Now, I also want to say real quick up front too, listen, if you're dealing with anybody, if you look at any videos of people that are analyzing iPad Go 2, or even just anything in general about media whatsoever, news, TV, sports, whatever, and all the gematria and all the predictive programming that's in all those, if someone's sharing this stuff with you, some people can just share some things symbolically. There's a lot of symbolic things and things, and I'm gonna get into some of that as well in this video. But if people don't share with you and understand the gematria of this, then you really are missing the whole Kabbalistic thing. You're missing the whole thing that these people in power, like I shared in my last video, that's linked in the description box below, that's a companion to this one, and then again I'm going to do a future one, the part 2. These people are the ruling families. There's 13 ruling families, and which is what all this is about, okay? And they're Kabbalists. They believe in the power of the number in the letter, and deceiving people is a complete deception to, bring people down a path, the masses down a path, and to eventually one world government, one world evil dictator, one world religion, all this stuff, okay? That's just what it is. Just in a nutshell, just a general overview, okay? That's what these people do. So they use these different rules, these different things to manipulate people with these numbers inside of which are letters, So A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3 is a simple cipher of English gematria. Then we have Jewish, and then we have this and that. And I'm going to try to focus mostly on the the English versions, the reverse English, the English Sumerian, which is ×6, and a few others, and then other ones will be apropos to make certain points. So I'm not using a ton of different ones, but all of them are valid completely. They're just a different kind of code. It's like when we were in World War II, there was, or any kind of war, there's some kind of usually for modern warfare, there's been two sides, and then they're basically communicating through code over the airwaves or something what they're going to do and their plans and everything. And so the other side's got to figure out what that code is. It's the same thing. It's this. We have an enemy and it's communicating in code, and then on another level, that code is somehow spiritually slash what was the word I'm trying to think of? Subconsciously affecting the world and moving them towards certain these goals. Okay, so that's what this is all about. This is about moving people with symbols and the gematria and all these types of things to get people to go down a path. And I could have put on the predictive programming wording as well. I probably should have done that again as well, but whatever. So let me get to the rule of colel. So the Kabbalistic rule of colel states that the one digit can be added to or subtracted from the gematria value of a word without affecting its value. It seems to modern ears to be a cheat. Now listen, so many things that they do are a cheat, but there's some logic to it, okay? Otherwise, they couldn't do it. It would be outside the realm of what God would allow. But they have to stay in the bounds of logic, and that's another reason why they have to stay in the bounds of these days, and I've proven this by all these days that have happened symbolically, is that they are on the days of the Gregorian calendar, and they are on the months. They use the months of the Gregorian as well as far as symbolically, but they're technically the elite are on the days of the Roman calendar, and I've been proving that on all my videos. So, however, the Kabbalists, go back to here. So, however, the Kabbalists explain the rule by pointing out that for them, one was not a number. The monad symbolizes the divinity that could come and go as he pleased, adding nothing and taking nothing away. Okay. Also, one is used to add one to something. Okay, and then also times one, something times one would just keep the same number. And so I want to preface that by that. The other unique thing about one is that, you see this version of a one, a serif. Serif means that extra bottom thing there. Otherwise, it would just be this. A one can be just as simple as a vertical line. That's it. And what's unique about just a simple vertical line is that it's upside down and backwards, or upside down and backwards, the same number. And zero is the same way. Zero is upside down and backwards. Either upside down, backwards, or upside down and backwards, the same looking symbol. Okay, right? And then there is this thing which has something to do with it as well, which is 9. Now, these three, they can be added or taken away at any time, especially taken away at any time. And that's the point. So anything you add 9 to, without demonstrating it right now, anything you add 9 to stays the same. So, for example, 6 plus 9 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. So you're back to the 6 that you just added to the 9. Okay, that's just the way it is. So 9, 1, and 0, follow the bouncy ball, 9, 1, 0, are all removable, and they're all positional. Okay, so they make statements. They sometimes they're in the message, and sometimes they're not. Now, here's a perfect example of that. The first day of this timeline that I believe is very possible. Again, I'm doing my best to give you the best educated guess I can possibly give you. I'm not prophesying anything. Everybody that's ever said I'm a false prophet, I mean, you're deluded. You've deluded yourself in believing ridiculous things, because I've always said I'm guessing, I don't know the future, all that stuff. Okay, so you're deluded. You need to get, you need a checkup from the neck up. I mean, and check your heart as well, and check it with Jesus, really. And by the way, I always want to give credit to Jesus. He is the one that gives me this stuff. He's the one that's taught me all this stuff. Okay, even bring me to the rule of colel and other things, and the things I'm sharing with you. He's taught me. Nobody else has taught me, and I didn't know most of this stuff for more past 3 years ago. I've learned a lot of things about the symbolicness of everything and the lead and stuff years before that and everything, but as far as the gematria itself and what I'm sharing with you right now, it's been within the last 3 years, and Jesus is the very best teacher. And he's even shown me things, and I've shown him a lot of my videos, that nobody knows, or only the top Masons know. And that's the benefit of watching some of these videos. You're getting it from Jesus. You're not getting it from me. You're getting it from him. He's sharing this stuff through me, and I'm telling you, I'm not that smart. I am not that smart. I have some intelligence, but my goodness, I mean, he shows me stuff that, I mean, I'm still reeling from a lot of things he's shown me, and I can't wait to show you. So I'll stop talking. Okay, anyway. So 9, 1, and 0 can be taken away. So, but as you see here, this is a perfect example. The first day of my timeline is September 1st. And then the 0. So let's just say this was a word that ended up totaling 910. Then you can just take the 0 away. Okay, you can take the 0 away, and then it'll be September 1st. Or you could take the 9 away, and it'd just be the first day. Do you get it? Okay, hopefully you get that. Okay, so let me keep going here. So now I'm going to deal with these numbers, 1 through 0. Okay, it's just crazy. This proves to me that I'm on to something massively huge, and then this is the time. Now, we'll see, okay? But think about this. If I'm prosecuting a case, if I'm a prosecutor of a case in court, I've got to think I'm right. Otherwise, why am I going to bring a case? So I'm going to think I'm right to some degree, but ultimately the prosecutor doesn't know if he's going to be correct, ultimately, and all that, or if he's even got the right person. I mean, really, because some people can believe it no matter what, but it doesn't matter. The truth is they don't know. And the same thing with me. So I don't know for sure, okay, but I'm doing my best to guess. I'm a prosecutor bringing you a case against something. And I'm bringing a case against this timeline and what's going to happen and all that stuff. Okay, so this is the number system here that we all know, okay? Now, what I've uncovered in the last, I should say, what the Lord's uncovered for me is it's better saying that. But sometimes I do it in first person because it's my experience. But so what the Lord's uncovered for me and led me to, it's just phenomenal. Now, there's this massive code that's in these numbers. So this means it goes back hundreds and hundreds of years. Whenever, maybe I mean, I don't know when the English language was created. I never looked that up exactly. I probably should sometime, when the English language was actually created, if we even know. But whenever this was, and whenever these numbers were actually invented or whatever, it's by demons, and I'm going to prove it here. So if you just take these numbers upside down and backwards, now again, this is a font, so there's some fonts that won't have this as a serif bottom. It'll just be, and some fonts, even a 1 would just be almost a straight line, just a vertical line like that. But this is pretty just simple. Most of this is no serifs, but this one just has a serif for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, so, but if you look at this, okay, if you just imagine just 1 being a vertical line, like I said, so then 1 is upside down and backwards, whatever. And then 2, okay, that's not matching up. 3 is really backwards 3. It looks like an E. Okay, it's weird. 4 is really nothing. I mean, even though this is kind of a hidden 6, and I'm not going to get into that at all probably in this video. 5, it looks more like itself. But it's not square down here and it's round up here. Do you see what I'm saying? But obviously a 6, everybody knows a 6 and a 9. A 6 is an upside down and backwards 9. Pretty much everybody knows that. And then a 7 looks like kind of a slanted kind of L thing. An 8 pretty much is, even though the bottom of the 8 is typically a little bit fatter, it can still get away with being this the same size top and bottom. And so upside down and backwards, everything, just like a 0, it holds its form, okay? And again, that is a deception. These things are deceptions. These are designed, and what this shows me about even these, they're all deceptions. Now, here's more of a deception I'm going to show you. So we know these. The 9 upside down and backwards 6, like I said over here, 6 is 9, 9 is 6. And then again, I already covered 0. But what a lot of people don't know, and what has been the key of understanding this timeline, and really ultimately the extra level of hiddenness of all this, which is totally their style, which is totally the kind of, yeah, again, it seems so illogical, or so like like the rule of colel said, it was it didn't seem right. It seems kind of like a stretch or whatever. I forget the word. Anyway, so okay, so let me show you this a different way, and what I mean by this. Okay, again, not explaining this yet, but here we go. So boom, you have, again, the best way to show it is in digital form. Okay, because you don't have the stylized lines and everything that typically make a letter. I mean, make a word. Make a word, make a letter, make a number. Okay, and then so boom. If we just take these upside down and backwards, so we basically 1 upside down and backwards. Again, like I said, is a vertical line, is 1. 2 upside down and backwards is 2. That's weird. Did you know that? Did you know that 2 upside down and backwards is really 2? Well, I mean, this is quite a stretch, but in a sense, if you look at it, it's kind of a 2 right there. Okay, but again, there's different kinds of 2s in different fonts and everything, but ultimately, this is what they believe, and this is what they do. So I'm cluing you in on their secrets, okay, that only the top Kabbalists really know, or really think of and know. I mean, a certain amount of Masons probably know this, but I don't know how far up until it gets to that point where they know the stuff. But okay, and then look at 3 becomes an E. I mean, is that not more clear? How more clear can you get? 3 becomes an E, upside down and backwards. A 4 becomes an H, a small H. That's crazy. And then a 5 is a 5. This is a huge revelation right here to me. And I learned this a few months ago, and I just realized, oh my goodness, this is crazy, Lord. Like, you're showing me this. A 2 is a 2 and a 5 is a 5, upside down and backwards. So that's very key to keeping the same consistency of something, but then just switching it with, for example, like with a 6 going to a 9. So for example, this example here, 5, 6, which is shown in so many things, people don't realize that upside down and backwards, it's 9, 5. Okay, actually, I take it back because I just did each digit and did upside down and backwards separately. If you take 5, 6 upside down and backwards, it's 9, 5, not 5, 5, 9. Anyway, but I just did these each individually. But if you take a group and turn it upside down and backwards, it looks different up, underneath. But hopefully that makes sense. But so that's key. This is a key, huge thing. And then I noticed this whole line right here is a message, and I could not believe what I was seeing. Okay, I'm going to show you what it is. Okay, watch this. So here it is in order, in exactly backwards like it should be. Upside down, this whole line. Again, it's how we read it. So, I mean, if we look at it like this, they're looking at it like this, upside down and backwards. This whole thing, just turn it upside down and backwards, is O, 6, 8, L, 9, 5, H, E, 2. And it wasn't a mistake I said O. Okay, and a lot of people call a 0 an O mistakenly because they look exactly the same. Why? Because an O is meant to be, a 0 is meant to be an O also and be hidden. How many times have you said, like in your, let's say, like I have a prefix on my phone number in Colorado of 303. How many of you say 303? Or if you had, let's say it was 407 or 4, whatever, do you say 407? What do you say? See how that is? It's all integrated in our culture, and it's hidden on purpose, and it's hidden in plain sight, really. So this here becomes letters here, O, L, H, E, and then these remain numbers 6, 8, 9, 5, 2, 1. It's crazy. I mean, this is really nuts how this works. Okay, so what is shown right here? Now, I'm going to break this down, what I think it's showing, and what the Lord's led me to. But if you look at it, I'm going to put the same line above the other line, and then I'm going to stagger them so you can see one line of letters and one line of numbers. Okay, boom. So we're going to go like this. So we have exactly upside down and backwards. This whole thing upside down and backwards, basically. O-L He. Now, what is this? Oh my goodness. Now, the Lord led me to this. Again, 0 is O, and O, who am I been talking about for so long now? For 3 years. In fact, I started my first video on the day after his birthday, and the day the Lord told me to start doing my videos was that day, the day before I started doing a video, and that was August 4th, 2018. Stinky BOs, and I didn't even realize until months later that that's what happened. The Lord told me on his birthday. It was insane. Anyway, wow, there's so much to all that. So, and by the way, that was his 58th birthday. Man, that's a long story. Okay, I'm not getting all that. So anyway, what this is showing is, so I'm going to break this down. This is what I believe it's showing. So this is O, or 0. This also proves this is O, Stinky BO, or the 44th Prez, as I call him, or Beelzebub Butthead, the Lord of the Buttheads. You know who I'm talking about, okay? No Obama, okay? O, 0 is O, and 0 is 44. Is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence? Do you think that's a coincidence? Or do you think it's a coincidence also that 0, which is also O, ends up being one of the first attack day of his birth, which is 9/4 plus 1 is 9/5, going backwards, and then if you keep going backwards, 21, 9/5, 21. Are you kidding me? There's no way. There's just no way. Or another way of looking at it is when he actually gets born, when lightning falls from heaven will be the 11th or the 12th on the tsunami days, and that's 9/12/2021. The birth of the O, the 0. I mean, seriously, I have a far more proof of this, but I'm just going to move on. Okay, L is a generic word for God that should be used for any good, including any God, any good. Yeah, good is God. God is good. That's where God comes from good, including all this other stuff you can read. But anyway, so L, like El Shaddai, or even the bad gods, a lot of times are called L, but it's a generic name for God, and God's called L this, L that. L, just sometimes just L sometimes or whatever, and that's L. I mean, that's, and if you're playing Scrabble, for example, you can use as a move the pronunciation of any letter. And how do you pronunciate L, and how is it spelled? E-L, which is crazy. So if you want to do a Scrabble move and you want to put L on the board, you put E-L, and that's L. H is crazy. H is A-I-S-H-E. That's how you spell H, or C-H-E, whatever it is. Yeah, A-I-C-H-E is H. How you spell H is crazy. But anyway, so, but then we have A, and I'm going to get into that, because if you took the spelling of this and spelling that, put that together, that's something. But then what is H-E? Well, it's he, because he's a he, kind of, but he's also a S-H-E. He's a she. He's a he, she. He's a he. He's a S-H-E. And literally, this is right down there. Remember, this is right down there. So it's S-H-E on, anyway, I'm not going to get it. He, she. It's right here. He, she. He, she. And I've said for a long time, he's a Baphomet. He's a Baphomet. He's the female energy of the male energy of the real God. He's a female. He's the opposite. Of course he would be the opposite. He'd be the upside down and backwards version of God, of course. And God's not really masculine. He's actually both. He's feminine and masculine together in a sense. And male and female represent him together. That's why a marriage, when a woman and a man come together, they represent a lot of different aspects of God. And when you put them together, it's fully God in a sense. And so, like, one of the names of God is the provider, which means the breasted one. I mean, just a lot of things. There's a lot of kind of a feminine names of God that have to do with who he is, and then but people are more recognized of his masculineness as far as, you know, the power and then all that kind of stuff. But he actually, of course, he's neither really, but he's also all, if that makes sense. So anyway, now let's get to the numbers here. This is really crazy. So, well, first of all, let me go to the he here. He or hey is often used to represent the name of God, an abbreviation for Hashem, which means the name. So if you were to look at this, let's go to the next slide here. And then another evidence of this is that you have O-L-H-E, exactly the way this in O-L-A, lowercase h-e is 68, and there's a 68 to verify this. And I have many other things to verify these, but I'm not going to get into them because it'd be just a long video. I don't want to get into all this stuff. But I didn't want to make this whole video about this. Okay, but so this is really crazy. So there's the 68 we're talking about. And again, 68 is several things, and I'm going to show you what 68 is. A few of the things that 68 is, okay? But not everything. Again, this could be a whole video on this secret message in just our numbers. I mean, it's just insane. And you notice something here? We also have these similar numbers here, which I'm not going to get into right now. We have 5, 9, 5, and 9, 4, 21 right here. This is nuts. Okay, let's keep going. Remember, like the 0? Okay, but this is 9, 4, and 9/5, /21. I mean, it's just crazy. How could this be? I mean, how could this keep being what I'm saying is being? I'm going to show you so many 9 5s, and it'll blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. And I've shown a bunch on the last video, and there's thousands more I have, really. I can't get into everything. It would take, I have so many hours of video right now in my head. It's crazy. So anyway, what I believe this is saying is stinky B-O. I'm going to say O, the name of God. Okay, O is the name of God. It's basically what this is saying. O is the name of God. O is the name of God. Again, this is satanic. God didn't create English, the English language. He created Hebrew. Satan created English, and it's apparent in all its deceptions that I've showed and I've chronicled in all my videos. All the deceptions in English. For example, if you're spelling a word, you're casting a spell, or you're spelling. If you're spelling, you are casting a spell. There's so many examples of that. It's insane. Okay, so now let's get to the. Okay, also OLHE is not only 68, but it's also 77, and that's what 68 is. 6 plus 8 is 7, or 14. 14 is 7 plus 7. And that's what I showed in my last video. It's the top of the pyramid. It's the 7-7, and that's when he's going to die. He's going to die September. September is 7. September 7, or 9-7, which is also 7-7. He's going to die 7-7. And then 7 days later, is 714 or 777. And that's the top of the pyramid. That's in my last video. You got to watch it. Okay. Okay. And then check this out. 68, okay, just spelled out in single reduction, okay, is 56. What's 56? Upside and down and backwards, 95. And then how about this? So that's 68. What about 68? What's 68? 68, again, 65. Look, 56, 65. Upside down and backwards is 59, which is 59. And then also, it's not a coincidence, there's 10 letters, 2 words. Again, you can take away the 0, 21 backwards. So we have upside down and backwards. We have 9, 5, 20, 21. Or just 21, 9, 5, 21. That's the first attack day. Are you kidding me? It just keeps going. These keep relating to each other in so many different ways. Again, I could go on for a long time, for an hour at least or more. Okay, and then let me give you another example. In the restaurant industry, and I know because I was in the restaurant industry when I was young, and I was first a prep cook, and then I was one place, and then I was a busser, and then I was for a few other places I was a waiter. So anyway, and I knew this right away. In the restaurant industry, 68 may be used as a code, meaning put back on the menu, being the opposite of 86, which means remove from the menu. If you're going to 86 something, you're going to 86 whatever, and which is so crazy because I remember in the restaurant I was at, it was a American kind of a meat place or barbecue place, which it has a certain amount of barbecue, but a lot of different meats. So it was American menu and everything, and they had PR, which is prime rib, and I always remember them saying 86 PR, 86 PR, because they'd have a certain amount of prime rib, and then it would be done. They'd have the different slices. They have a big, huge piece of PR, prime rib, and they slice into pieces, and then we'd have a busy night, and then they would, a lot of times on busy nights, they'd be out of it. So they'd say 86 PR, 86 PR. And that is such a spiritual thing. I can't even believe even in that. They were predictively programming, wherever that started, in nice restaurants or whatever, and the demons behind that, because what's 86? Again, 86 is 14. 14 is 7-7. That's when he dies. And then PR is what? The day he dies. PR is 7-9 or 9-7, September 7th. It's just crazy. This is stuff's nuts. Hopefully you follow me on that. And I'm going to show you a PR here pretty soon. That's an iPad goat. And again, PR is 7-9. P is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7, and then R is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. So backwards, that's 9-7 or September 7th. And remember, September 7th, Septem is 7. So 9-7 is 7-7. Man, this is crazy. This just gets too deep. Okay, now, okay, before I do that, okay, so you got the idea of 68, and then what do we have left over? Remember, I showed you this already. 9, that was in 0, and that was in this whole name and everything. 9-5. That's the first attack day, September 5th, 21. I mean, are you kidding me? So listen, his name, so you can look at it this way. The name of God, in fact, you could do it this way. You can go 9, 8, 7, 6, and you put 0 on this side. And in fact, that may make more sense. You can put 0 on this side because it's 0. Imagine backwards here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so then we'll put 0 over here. The God, the name of God, okay, he'll become God at 7-7, okay, and then the first day is 9-5-21. I mean, hopefully that makes sense. I'm not explaining it the very, very best, but wow. I mean, because I didn't practice this or anything, so like some people do, or they do a lot of editing and all that stuff, so I don't do that. So hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going here, and let's just show you on this. Again, this is an iPad Go. This is Lily in the center here. Okay, she's about to give birth. There's 12 figures, which represents, again, the 12, Revelation 12 sign in, of course, a satanic view. And these are figures. These are actually presidents. They're also boys. It's a number of things going on here. But January, February, March, April, May, June. Again, June, he has this is Stinky B.O., for a number of reasons. He got the ultraviolet on him. His leg is in the eclipse. So the eclipse was in June of this year. The annular eclipse, and that's showing an annular eclipse. And then we have July, August, September, and I'm saying I'm going to show you so much evidence that September is the time, and then this is just the center point and showing you kind of a reference point, but ultimately the birth is happening over here, and I'm going to show that to you here. And then we have September, and then October, November, December, and then this year, as well as other years, we have an eclipse in December. So again, like I've shared before, Potential, one of the years potential was 2019. We had July, so it's possible we could have this eclipse, a total eclipse in July, because this is July and it's kind of touching that. Okay, in fact, it still does include that because this is showing from 2017, I believe, all the way to 2021. And so that is included. That's touching that. So that could be that. And then we have an annular eclipse in December right there. Okay, so that was a big possibility. And then 2020, last year, when I was there's an annular. There was actually an annular eclipse in June. And again, he's June. It's touching June. And December, there was a total eclipse right here. So that could be representing an annular or a total eclipse right here. Okay, and then so in this year, we had a June again, which is crazy, annular, and then December, there it is, December is there, the total right there, okay, and then that's it. There's nothing for 2022, and then for a total, let's see if we had a total for April. Well, April's over here. I mean, this could be April, okay, but this is not October. October would be over here somewhere or whatever. It wouldn't be on the very end. Anyway, so that's not even happening. So here's a big reason why 2021 is the last year of what this is showing. What I'm saying I'm showing, what I'm telling you I'm showing, is that these are showing the months and the years, okay? All these years from, and I'm not going to re-explain everything, but 2017, 2018, in different ways, 2019, 2020, and 21. And then the Apple roll is going to show the days. Now I'm going to show you what month I think it is now, okay? Okay, so let me go past this. Okay, so again, I've shared this many places I'm going to prove this, that 623 is his birth, but it's on the Torah calendar. Okay, and the reason why it's on the Torah calendar is because the Torah calendar is the most accurate as far as God's signs with blood moons and such, or even the Revelation 12 sign. So if you count all these different things that happen, these different signs in the sky, okay, in sun, moon, and stars, especially the tetrad blood moons and all that stuff, the normal Jewish calendar that Israel goes by does not, it misses things by a day or two sometimes. The only one that hits exactly is the Torah calendar. That's the only calendar that has hit all these blood moons being on certain feast days and God's messaging on that, and all these different signs in the heavens and such, pointing to the end times, has only been 100% accurate on the Torah calendar. No other calendar as far as a Jewish calendar. None. None. Okay, so that's why it's credible. That's why God's using that for this. So in reference to that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures on this side. She is the slash, and then we have back here we have 1, and then there's 3 here, but these 2 are joined for this reason. 1 and 2, we have a 2, and then 1, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, there's 3. We have 6/23, and again, I've shown that in like 20 different ways as 623 or 6/23 all over an iPad Goat. Okay, and I'm not going to get into all those, of course. You can look at my previous videos all over the place. So what's 623? It's the 6th month and the 23rd day of the Torah calendar. Okay, and I'm going to prove that. So right here, this is not this year. Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back when there was an attack. There was an explosion, okay, and I'm going to use some different examples of this. On 623, 623 on the Torah calendar, 623, which actually ended up being, September and then 1 and then 1. I'm going to say it that way. Okay, it just happened to be that, and there was a massive explosion somewhere. Okay, let me share that. And then Stinky BO just happens to be 623 in Jewish. By the way, every bit of his gematria of his name are all hidden dates, and I've shared that before, and I'm going to prove that even more now. Okay, this massive explosion that was one of the biggest ever, okay, happened near Amman, Jordan, and in fact, it was Zarqa, Jordan. And Zarqa is 721, or 7th month, 21st year, or 21, or 9/1, and that would be the first day. Okay, so that's what it's coding. I'm showing you that's what it's coding here. Again, we're just talking about, this is just reverse ordinal and English ordinal. And then Zarqa, Jordan, in full gematria in reverse is, again, 172, or 7 in the middle of 21, or 9/1 backwards, okay? And then here we go, massive explosion, which that was, and they showed in many articles, massive explosion. The exact phrase is, again, backwards, the 7th month, which is September 7, 21, 2021 year 21 or 2021, okay? Or 9, sometimes they mix these up a little bit. They'll put the 1 in the center or whatever, so but there's 9-1, okay? So it's both. They like to do multiple meanings of the same thing or multiple days in their timeline and the same number and all that kind of stuff. They love that, okay? Also, a massive revelation I have had a couple months ago was that this notorious date right here, September 1 and 1, I'll say it that way, September 1 and 1, is really 9. September is 9. This 1 is a slash, and then that's a 1. So what's really showing, not only is it showing that actual day, and that's in my timeline, but the first day of everything is also hiding 9, 1, and then another 1. I'm going to say it that way, okay? So, and I've shared and I've shown thousands of times in my videos over 3 years that 1 can be a 1 or a slash as well. And I forgot to mention that in the opening thing. It can also be a slash as well. That's another way they hide it. So, and there's a lot of examples of that. So, and then look at this. Also, his name in Jewish 623 is 6-2 plus 3, which is 6-5. And 6-5 is upside down and backwards 5-9, and that's 9-5, or September 5th, the first attack day. So we have the actual first day, which is represented here, and in 6-2-3, which is 6-5, which is upside down and backwards 9-5, is also the first day of destruction. So this is the first day of the birth and the first day of destruction, and how they just totally coordinate with each other. I'm going to show you many ways, and I've already showed you in that other video and even previous videos how these kind of coordinate. But okay, and then massive explosion just happens to be in Jewish reduction. Stinky BO is in Jewish, and then Jewish reduction is 9-1. Okay, and we're dealing with that part of the world too right here. Okay, it was in Georgia right next to Israel. I mean, seriously, 9-1, are you kidding me? And then massive explosion is both of these. It's this and this. How? Massive explosion is this and this. And this is, again, the same gematria. I'm just showing you an example by using a similar gematrias here. First of all, boom, watch. We have, again, you could take 9, anything you add 9 to stays the same. So you just remove 9, and then 5 plus 4 is 9, 1, backwards, 9, 1, okay? Or you can go, read it backwards, 9, 4th, and 5th, and you could just remove the 1. Or this maybe is the slash. You could move this over there. I mean, they do this all the time. Or like I said, with the rule of colel, you can remove the 1. So 9, 4th, and 5th, which I've set up for a long time. Okay, so 9, 4, and 5 is 9, 1, because see how this number is unique? You can remove the 9, and then you end up being 9, 1, or you can keep the 9, 9, 4, 4th, and 5th, 1. And then it also happens to be, this is 16 letters, 2 words, which is 216. What's 216? The 216th day of the year, which is Stinky BO's birthday, which is 216 is 6 times 6 times 6. And it just happens to be his birthday. And this is another birthday on the Jewish calendar. And I'm going to show you in several places in history and even what's coming up. Okay, so for example, this year, 6/23. So this is the month of Elul. This year, 6/23 in the Torah calendar is September 1. It is. So that is a birthday. That's why 623 is all over iPad Goat, because 623, which ultimately is 923, okay, and 923 is 9/5, which is the first destruction day, but only 623 is the first day of birth, which is September 1st. Again, back here, September 1st is 9/5 and 9/4 and 5, 9/1 and 9/4 and 5 are the same thing, basically. You see that? Hopefully that makes sense. Crazy. Again, 623 is 6/5. Upside down backwards is 9/5. 9/5 is September 1st. See that? Hopefully that makes sense. Boom. And then this massive explosion, one of the largest ever as well, as far as in modern times. Now, we're not going back to, all the nuclear testing and all that kind of stuff, okay? So, and on a population. I mean, are you kidding me? In Beirut, I mean, are you kidding me? So look at that. When that happened, this was, and I'll make another point on this, that was on Stinky BO's actual, as far as the public knows, actual August 4th. That's just a coincidence? I don't think so. And that was in 2020. Now, what is this? This is, again, to be off, but that was 5th month, 15th day. And what is that? 5th month, 15th day. Oh, and it just so happens to coordinate with Stinky BO as well, because not only Jewish is 623, which is 6/5, upside down backwards, Jewish ordinal is 115, which is 6/5, upside down and backwards is 9-5 backwards. Or this day, 5th month, 15th day is 6-5 or 5-6 or 6-5. Either way, actually, it could be just like this. It could be 6-5 or 5-6. Then upside down and backwards is 9-5 or 5-9. You see that? This is crazy. Hopefully you see that. Hopefully I explained that well. But because that's his birthday ends up being the destruction day, and or it's either September 1st or September 4th and 5th, or just September 5th. It's crazy. And I'm proving it left and right. Okay, so then let's go all the way back to 1961, the year Stinky BO was born. 1961, and it was 33 days. Remember 33-degree Masons and all that. 33 days after his birthday. That's not a coincidence. Again, look, we have September 5th right here. 6/23 or 6/5. What's 6/5? 6/5 is 9/5 or September 5th, upside down and backwards, and there's September 5th. Imagine that. And then we have these two right here. And both of these of CQBO are both upside down and backwards, 5-9 or 9-5. Both of these. This 6, 2 plus 3 is 5, upside down and backwards is 9-5 or 5-9. This one, 1 plus 5 is 6-6-5, upside down and backwards is 9-5, and then it ends up being on 9-5, 33 days after his birthday. I don't think so. And it's 623 on the Torah calendar. I mean, seriously, if you don't understand, if you don't get this, you need to think about it a little bit. It's here. The evidence is right before you. Okay, and then let's think about it. Remember I said this was September 5th, 1961. Well, something had to have happened probably with some explosion or something like that maybe on this day. I thought, hey, very possible. Yeah, it did. September 5th, 1961 was a Tuesday. U.S. President John F. Kennedy announced that the United States would end its own moratorium on nuclear testing after 3 years, stating, "We have no other choice." The announcement followed the third atomic test in the Soviet Union in 1 week. JFK begins underground nuclear testing. And that just happens to be, remember all these explosions I showed you, a massive explosion, just happens to begin on that day? I don't think so. Not a massive coinky-dink. God. Anyway, by the way, September 5th, this is 9/5, 9/5, and 9/7. And that's 9/5 is the first destruction day, and then 9/7 is the day of his demise. And then check this out. Going back to 1961, the first testing underground. You can see the smoke coming up even from under the ground because you don't see a big mushroom. I mean, they even did above ground testing with the big, huge mushroom clouds and all that stuff. But this was, and what is this? Look, this is Las Vegas. You see the predictive programming here? What I've said, and what I will say even on my video here, the Las Vegas is predictively programmed for destruction on 9, 4, and 5, or 9/4/5. It'll be 9/5 technically. Well, 9/4. It'll be probably 9/5 technically, but 9/4/9/5. Depends on where you're at in the United States and all that, or even in the world. Okay, so this is predictive programming. You literally see smoke from a nuke in 1961 right here. I mean, are you kidding me? This is from that time. And they were doing tests there, and that's not a coincidence why they're doing tests there. It's because it's predictive programming of what's going to happen into Las Vegas. It's crazy. And I've proven that, and I'll prove it even more here. So this one says, if you can read this, this is the best quality to get of this type of picture from that time. I didn't find another one that was, this was exactly that year. Hotel Apache, it says, is 9/4. Boom. Golden Nugget, the Golden Nugget, and that's still there, I think, today, is 9/5. We've got 9/4 and 9/5, like I said. And then check this out. This has exactly 12 letters, 2 words, so exactly backwards. It's September 5th, 2021. And I have so many of these. That's why, another reason why this is the year. I have 1,000 of these where it's like this, and then the exact letters and words is exactly backwards. So this exactly backwards is September 5th and then 2021. Are you kidding me? Bam. I mean, seriously. Now look at this. Fremont in English ordinal is, this is all English. This is full reduction. These are 2 in full reduction. This is in English. 9/1. Okay, boom. They're Fremont right here. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's just keep going. Now I'm going to show you what JFK is later, because I'm going to get into JFK stuff. But so let's just take it word by word and see if this is not predictive programming as well, because this is when it actually began. And then let's take the whole phrase. This is crazy. Begins 5 6 upside down and backwards is 9 5. Are you kidding me? Without me putting in right here, I'm just going to say it. And then underground is 1 5 6, which is exactly backwards 9 5 1. Or if you say it backwards, if you have 9 5 1 and you say it backwards, it's the 1st and 5th of September. Again, without me just putting the numbers there, I'm just going to explain here, because it's just each slide I have to make, it takes time. Okay, and then nuclear is 1 9 and 1 5. They do this all the time as well. Again, or you just take away the ones. So remember the rule of colel, or 1 9 and 1 5. So that's 9 5. And I just wanted to show you that as an example, but there's other examples. And by the way, a lot of these gematrias I'm showing, there's a ton of other examples and other gematrias that I could just show and list all this stuff. But it's just, what's the point of that? It would be so much, it'd take me 5 hours to get through everything. I just show you the main ones and the most important ones sometimes, or make a side point as well as showing you how this works. 1 9 and 1 5, and use a different one, but this is still an English one. And then testing is clearly 9 5. So look at this. JFK begins underground nuclear testing is all, they're all 9 5. I mean, are you kidding me? Is that disputable? Is that disputable at all? No. And then the whole phrase is, look, JFK begins underground nuclear testing. This could have been pushed up a little bit. Got to cut off a little bit. Anyway, so, but check this out. That is 9 5. Okay, 9, 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 5. 9 5. And it's the year. This is another unique thing. And this is another thing I've learned about these. One. Sometimes the English is, or the normal version is the month and day, and then the reverse is the year, or the reverse is the month and day, and then the normal is the year, or sometimes it's all in the same one. So in English Extended, 9, 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 5. 9 5, the first attack day is September 5th, and it's the year. You can remove the 9, because anything you add 9 to is the same. Remove the 9, and you've got 2021. So you have September 5th, 2021. Are you kidding me? Explain that! Why that is, how that could possibly be. If you understood the numbers on this at all, it is just, it's off the charts impossible. Impossible. If you don't see that, you obviously don't understand numbers, you don't understand that, and that may be, okay? But you need to understand, that is impossible. There's no way this could happen unless it's planned. Any of the things I'm sharing, and especially when I keep sharing more and more and more, and that just compounds the impossibility. Okay, let me show you this now. Now we're getting, again, Stinky BO's birthdays on the Torah calendar and how it relates to even this event here, the 9 and the 1 and then the 1. I'm going to say it that way in some ways. Do you see? Okay, first of all, let me say this. 9, and I forgot to mention this on my last video, but I put it in the top of comments. But 9, 1 and 1, and then 2001 is 923. Do you see that? 923. And my last video is all about proving what 923 is. You've got to watch it if you haven't watched it. It's in the description. The link is in the description box below. The one I just mentioned in the very beginning. It lays out the whole timeline, and it hits this 14 days. You have 777 days and then 666 days. And it's the bottom of the pyramid, it's the top of the pyramid, it's everything they believe. You got to watch that. That's the whole reason why this is nailing it, I believe. Okay? Again, I could be wrong, but I have so much evidence of this that, you know, I'm not wrong about these numbers being completely right as far as that goes, and the symbolism and everything. But it still could be pointing to something else. But I think I might have finally nailed this. Hopefully I did. This is really crazy. So do you see? This is another thing that is hard for me when I think about it. Like, I literally saw this a couple years ago, maybe 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago, before I even did videos, maybe more than that. I remember seeing this. This was an article, and I remember seeing this, and I'm like, I couldn't believe it. And I was actually looking into the 923, and I saw it was in a lot of movies and TV shows. I think it was actually in 2015. And there's a bunch of things in 2015 about 923. It was in all kinds of movies and stuff. You can, in fact, look it up. Google it, 923 in movies, and you'll see all these movies have 923 and everything, because 923 is really hiding 95, and I think that's the ultimate destruction, the first destruction attack on the United States, and I'm going to show you this. But do you see the 923 in this picture? No, anyway, I was going to give you 30 seconds, but I'm not going to. But you can pause it. 9 2, 3. Okay, one more time. 9, 2, 3. And I'm going to show you. Okay, see, the arrows are pointing to it. I'm going to start with that. See if you can see those right below the arrow. See if you see the 9, 2, 3. And if you have to squint your eyes a little bit, it sometimes helps a little bit to squint your eyes a little bit. It kind of helps. It kind of brings out the contrast a little bit when you squint your eyes a little bit. So hopefully you can see that. And then if not, I'm going to show you. Boom. It's 9, 2, 3. How they did this, or maybe this is a super spiritual thing or something, I have no idea. Or maybe they just altered it somewhat, but I can't imagine they knew how to find the right thing and to put it in there, which is, who knows? Who knows? They could have just altered it, found something, and they could have just taken an explosion and just made it different and then just altered it. The technology that's available, even to the elites that we don't even know, is even in, like kind of like a Photoshop kind of thing, maybe beyond what we even know. So they could have photoshopped this easily, just and then just made it a little bit different in certain places and really added or something where it looks like it's real. But it is definitely, without a doubt, whether you see it or not, it doesn't matter. Hopefully you see it for your own benefit. But it's hiding 923. I absolutely guarantee it. Spiritually, with the eyes of Christ, it is 923 is right there. Hopefully you see that. And even more evidence that it's hiding that, look at this 21. Do you see that 21? That's even more clear. Do you actually see that 21? So we literally have, if we go 923, 21, we literally have, based on what I've been saying as well, we have 9521. Are you stunned yet? You should be stunned. I am still stunned. I'm getting goosebumps right now. I mean, this shows you, this comes from the Lord, and I'm still blown away by what he shows me and stuff. It's just crazy. So here, let's move on. But what happened? But look at the calendar even more. Why is this even more crazy? Well, because that was on the Torah calendar. That was believe it or not, it was 623. 623. Stinky BO is 623 in Jewish. Are you kidding me? Which is 9-5 upside down and backwards, because 6-5 is 9-5 backwards, upside down and backwards. I mean, and that's September 1 and then the 1, which is 9-2-3. Also, I mean, are you kidding me? And remember, 923 is 9-5, and 623 is 6 is also just upside down and backwards 9, which is 923 or 9-5. Hopefully that makes sense. I mean, I'm nailing this. The Lord is nailing this through me right now. I'm telling you, you should be absolutely blown away, and it absolutely connects him to all this. Stinky BO, Beel's a butthead himself. I mean, are you kidding me? Okay, there it is. There's his number. There are his numbers right there as far as the Jewish goes. And again, this is a Jewish calendar, so of course it'd be apropos. Seriously. So this is 923, which is 9-5. And there's 9-5 upside down and backwards right there. And 9-5 upside down and backwards as well. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? I mean, are you kidding me? Okay, now, it's also this year. This year, 623, remember that Stinky BO's number, 623 Jewish, is September 1st. Or think about the actual attack day of this. Now look at this. Watch this, the actual attack day that happened back in 2001, okay? And how does it relate to today? Boom. We have 9-1-1, 2001, or September 1st, 2021. September 1st, 21. I'm telling you, that's how they do this stuff. It's hidden in plain sight. It really is. Boom. And there we go. And that is 923 and 95. And that is the same as this and that. It's all there. It's all right here. Okay. That's a stupid commercial where I'm at. I don't know. I haven't seen commercials for a long time. That just warped me from the years past. Anyway, okay, so more evidence of September being the month and then the days I'm talking about. Okay, what's that pointing to? That is pointing to a lily. And it's a certain type of lily. And who is lily? This is lily, and that's a lily. This is a white lily. That's a white lily. Is that a coincidence? No. It's what's happening here is really happening over here, and I'm going to show you. So see that? See that? That is a white lily. Okay, it's called a colel lily. And I'm going to turn it this way just so you see. What's this also showing? This is showing 9, 1, 1. 9, 1 plus 1, 1 and 1, right? Or even better than that, 9/1. See how this is bigger than this one? And this is even, so it's a 1 also, because it's relating to 9 and the attack 1. And because iPad Goat ultimately is the second 9, 1, and 1. Okay, it is. It's the second, which completely eliminates the United States from the map, militarily and everything else. Everything else. It's Babylon is done. Okay, so that is a white calla lily. She is a white calla lily. Her name is Lily. She's white. Watch. And then we'll also have, what is this figure? This figure is John F. Kennedy, and it's got a head wound, and head wound is 9/5, September 5th. Again, remember he's September. Okay, head wound is 9/5 exactly in English Ordinal. I don't think so. And then we have, what is this? 9, 1, and 1, which is 9/2. Head wound is also 9/2. That's a coincidence. Yeah, that's another massive coincidence. But let's just keep going here. Okay, so what I'm saying is 9/1 begins it, and that's when she drops the apple, but it's showing it in September because it's on the wall, and I'm going to prove it even more. But what I'm saying, I'm going to say right now, I'm adding to my previous timeline as far as the details, this word right here. Okay, the downs of the lock. I'll just say that, the downs of the lock, so I can kind of code it. The downs of the lock. I'm guessing. Okay, I'm guessing based on a lot of things. I'm gonna show you some of my things. There's a lot more I could show you, but I just don't have time. Again, I have to make a comprehensive video here. So the downs of the lock. Okay, and I'm saying that there's going to be a variant called ETA. Okay, however you say that. I think it's ETA, but anyway, whatever. I'm just gonna say ETA. Okay, I'm just going to say ETA, so that and that it actually equals, and so that among a number of reasons, I'm going to just guess. I'm going to guess. By the way, this is right here. We see that? Boom, there it is. And what is that? That is that, upside down and backwards. And then again, you can read it this way: 1st and 5th of September, and that nails the numbers I've been finding for the Hokey Pokey and for the Convid 1984, the actual V, V and then the Russ. Okay, the V and then the Russ, or the Convid 1984, and the numbers I've been, and the Hokey Pokey have been the 1st day and the 5th day. So the 1st and the 5th of September is literally in this, and this together is 666. Are you kidding me? So that's a good guess, I think. But so I'm guessing, and by the way, this is the 7th Greek letter. And this is the 7th month to the elites. Septem. 9 is Septem on the calendar. 9 is Septem. Septem is 7. So that would be the 7th letter, represents the 7th V Russ. That's possible, and that actually equals 666, or upside down and backwards. 1st and 5th of September? I don't think so. Okay, it's a guess. Okay, listen, it's hard to guess their stuff because there's so many variables, so many things they can do, so many possible. And I've got a number of things right as far as a lot of things. I guessed, a couple of weeks in advance that it would be some kind. The next thing besides the Convid 1984 would be called a variant. Okay, it would be called that. And other things, stuff about dams and all kinds of stuff. And way back when I first started, I guessed that certain hurricanes would reach Hawaii. I mean, all kinds of different things. Over the time I've been doing this for 3 years, I've had a lot of successful guesstimates. A lot of them. I mean, of course, I've been along my ride a lot of days because it hasn't happened yet. Okay, obviously. But along this trail, I've confirmed these days. And over 150 of these days have been confirmed symbolically in the timeline. Exactly. I mean, it's just crazy. And so I'm verifiable. Okay, the stuff the Lord's sharing, Jesus himself is sharing through me, is completely verifiable. And it's more trustworthy than most things people say, and they don't have a track record. They'll say, hey, they'll go move on to the next thing, a couple of days later, or this next month, or this thing, or this new thing, we're getting out of here, on this thing, or whatever. First of all, we're not getting out of here. It's about fighting. It's about yeah, it's going to be better and stuff and all that for the people who really care and people who are really fighting, who really know the Lord and everything. But, love continues. Love continues. You don't just escape. I hate that. Oh, I hate that. If you're just looking for an escape, that's not God's heart. It's not God's heart. I am torn between can't wait to be with Jesus to wanting to fight my butt off for people. If you're not, you don't get it. You do not get it. And you need to get it, because if you want that life, if you want the best possible life with God for eternity, you better get it. You better check your heart right now, because time is running out. My heart is there. It's took me 30 years to get there. Where I'm at right now, it took me 30 years. I've been a believer. This is so crazy, because on the 26th of August, which is coming up very soon, a few days, is my 30-year anniversary of being a believer. And a solid believer who went through hell and back in my life. I've died a few times. And I'm not going through any tribulation, because I've had my own personal... The only reason for the tribulation is to wake people up, and I've been awoken over 30 years. If you think otherwise, you need to wake up, and you will wake up. If you really have that, if you're really off that much, and you're really religious, like a lot of people that watch my videos, unfortunately, God's going to have to wake you up. He's going to hit you really hard in the heart, because, you've been wounded too badly to see the forest for the trees and see where you're really at. If you can't do real introspection, if you can't really look inside and see what's going on and how you're being disconnected, you've been disconnected from God, and how the heart of God is not coming through, and how the relationship with Jesus himself. If you don't have a personal relationship with Jesus where he's showing you things and doing things you don't want to do, as well as things you need to do, then you're missing the whole thing. You're missing the whole point of the Bible and everything. Everything. You're missing it all. Don't miss it. Don't miss out on knowing Jesus like I do, or better. I mean, I know him somewhat. I mean, I know him enough. I'm thankful how I know him. I want way more. I mean, I'm jealous of some people sometimes, with a godly jealousy of people that maybe know him more, but I don't really know if I know those people, any of those people really. But if there's people maybe that know him more, and that's another reason why I want to be with him, because I don't want any distractions. I want to be with him. I want to be at his right hand. And I've said 30 years ago that I would be, that I wanted to be. And that's how bad I want it. That's how bad I want him, because he has earned his place in my heart. He saved this wretch. Nothing. From death many times. He saved me from death, and he's put me to death in many ways. And until you go through that, you won't understand. Anyway, moving on. See, I can act like a fool and cry, and probably, who knows what people think. I don't care. I don't care. You know what? I'm going to be me, and that's it. And if you don't like it, go find somewhere else. Go somewhere else. And if you have a funky comment about it, you're deleted like that. Deleted. Are you kidding me? Seriously. I'm real, and that's it. And you know what? I think real is refreshing. If more people were real, the world would be a way better place than fake and a bunch of elitist nuggets and people that most people I know have ever met have a mask on 24/7. Anyway, moving on. So 666 is 18. Because 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. And guess what? 18 backwards is 8 months and 1 day into the year, which is 9/1. It's a number of things. Also, 81 is also, 81st day of the year is March 22nd, which is 322, Skull and Bones. And a lot of other things. Anyway, there's so much I could talk about. Okay, so let's just keep going. So regarding the first day and possible downs of the lock, I'm going to say it that way, an article came out, and there were several of them on the same subject. On the first, wow, it just hits the perfect timing. U.S. will not down of the lock despite surge driven by Delta variant. And by the way, this is a reverse of what they're saying, in my view. Now, I could be wrong, okay, but I'm saying they put this out there. If they're not going to do it, why do they say we're not going to do it? Yeah. Oh, we're not. the rumors you've not heard are not true. The rumors you didn't hear are not true. We're not gonna do the down of the lock, despite surge driven by Delta, whatever, because it's gonna be a different one. Maybe you see this. I don't know. Hopefully you see what I'm saying. It's just crazy. And then remember, I just said 322. There it is, backwards. There's so much even in the times and everything they do. It's ridiculous. And I'm proving it every single time. Now look, this exact whole phrase, U.S. will not down of the lock despite surge driven by that, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say it. 9-5. So remember, 9-5 is 9-1 in many ways. Now let me show you how it's 9-1 as well. Boom. Down of the lock in reverse ordinal is not only 9-1 and then a 1, but it's also 9/1. And there you go. August, by the way, is 8 months and 1 day into the year is 9-1. So that's why they've been showing, that's why they did predictive programming on August 1st, because 8 months, if you do the count, 8 full months and then 1 more day is 9-1. It's September 1st. Okay, and then of course, like I said, that 9-1 and then 1 backwards is 9/1 or 9/1 the other way. Okay, it doesn't matter. First day. And that's what they're showing here. Or this way. Again, the same phrase is lastly 8. 4 plus 6 is 10. Take away the 0. 8-1. 8-1. Proving that this is all planned for this day. I mean, it's not like it's anything special. It's reverse ordinal. We did English ordinal on the other one. This was actually Francis Bacon because it got capital letters and names and everything. Okay, so boom. So August 1st, 8-1. And then look at this person down here. Do you see this person down here? Sarah, okay? Her name just happens to be, okay, September being 7/4 plus 1 September 5, September 5. And then look, September 5, 2021. 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. September 5th, 2021. Or 9-1 or even 9-1 also. 5 plus 5 is 10 equals 0. 9-1. Yeah, right. This is all organic and natural, right? This is all scripted and planned. Okay, so let's look at the what's this thing going around the John F. Kennedy figure right here? That's barbed wire. That is I believe that is because of a previous back in 2020 when the convid of the 1984 came around. It started right here with Trumple, and that's Trumple right here. This is a Stinky BO, and that's Trumple with this part, and he does the triangle hands thing right here. I've showed that many times. This is when the lockdown started, and that, oh my goodness, yeah, the down of the lock right here was right here and right there, and that's barbed wire right there. And so right here, I think it's going to start here, possibly starting on the 1st, and that's really beginning, and that's locking down, I think. I mean, again, I'm doing my best to guess, and we'll see what happens. Well, then there's a lot of the reasons for that, even the thing I'm not sharing. But, okay, and then if you look at this is on the 1st. The calla lily's coming on the 1st, because, again, this is 9 and a slash and then a 1. That's the calla lily. And a calla, as far as calla lily, is 106. What's 106? Upside down and backwards 9-1. And again, her name is Lily. And that's on the 1st. If what I'm saying is right, that's a 9/1. Calla lily's coming on the 1, and the calla just happens to be 9-1. Are you kidding me? And she is a calla lily. That's a calla lily. How is she a calla lily? Well, a couple other ways. Calla lily also is 156. Remember what was also 156? ETA, or the 7th letter of the Greek alphabet, and that is, again, both of those are 9/5/1, the 1st and the 5th of September. And she's doing this on the 1st of September, which is right here. 1st September/1. Calla, 9-1. I mean, are you kidding me? And she is a calla lily. Again, how? She has the white dress and the blonde hair. The yellow pistol is called. A yellow pistol. Yellow pistol, white flower. Yellow pistol, white flower. Yellow pistol, white flower. Okay, anyway, I mean, seriously, and so it looked a lot, so you think it's maybe happening here, but it's misdirection. It's really happening over here, because that's on the 1st, and she's dropped on the 1st day. There's the 1st over here. It's a calla lily. She's a calla lily. I mean, her name is Lily, and there's a lily over here. They're both white and yellow. I mean, give me a break. So I'm proving it, I think. So, and then calla lily is a symbol for death and rebirth. So she's dropping the apple for rebirth. Okay, and also death, because there's going to be a lot of deaths associated, a lot of sacrifices they want for this rebirth of the stinky BO, the Antichrist. Okay, then white is also 6-5, which is upside down and backwards 9-5. I mean, are you kidding me? Even black and white. So you see that the chess game that the elites are playing, the floor is a chessboard. Okay, are you kidding me? So black and white is not a coincidence. Black and white itself is, again, 6-1-5. 7 plus 8 is 15, so we have 6-1-5. Or we also have 9 upside down and backwards, or 6 upside down and backwards, 9. 9, 7, 8 being September 7th and 8th. I'm going to get into that later. And that's 6-15 upside down and backwards is 5-1-9. And that's what the floor is saying. The floor is saying 9-1 and 9-5. Okay? Or 9/5. It's either one. And then the fact that this is even and all Masonic temples and everything, and they have this checkerboard floor and everything. Black and white checkerboard is what? 1, 2 plus 3 is 5, 6. 1, 5, 6 is 9, 5, 1 upside down and backwards. Again, September 5th, or 1st and 5th of September, September 5th and 1st, I mean, whatever. You say it backwards, 1st and 5th of September, however you want to say it. Or just 9, 5, and then we rule of club, we move the 1. I mean, or it's 6-23 backwards, we move the 1. Remember, the birth is on 6-23, which is on September 1st this year. Are you kidding me? Sorry, passion taking over. And then look, this guy is John F. Kennedy, head wound. By the way, again, these are all presidents back here. I'm not getting all that. I don't know every one of them, but I can guess on most of them. But this is definitely Kennedy, head holding the head right here. John F. Kennedy is 59. Again, that head wound's also 9-5. Are you kidding me? And then JFK is the 9th month. JFK is 9 like 50 times. I mean, and anyway, whatever. 30. It's probably like 20 times JFK is 9 in 20 different ciphers or something. It's ridiculous. Okay, because it just crosses over so many times. It's 9. Ultimately, reduce it down, it's 9 and all these other ones. So that's the 9th month. Again, September. For the 9th month that we know, but September is really 7 in Latin. So, okay, and then his death, remember when he got the head wound, was 11/22, and that was a Walmart commercial years ago, 11/22. Ooh, and they were pointing to, what were they pointing to that? November is 9. November is 9. Again, November is 9 and September is 7. It's crazy. But November is 9, and 2 plus 2 is 4. And then you can slash out the 9 because you add 9 to stays the same. And then we got another 9 here because 6 plus 3 is 9. You can slash that out. And then we have a 1 left over. Right? What we got? So that's 9-5. Again, same thing as head wound, same thing as John F. Kennedy, 9-5, 9-5, 9-5. Okay, are you kidding me? So that is confirming that even more. And then look at this. Look at his mouth. The Kennedy figure, I'm saying, with the head wound. Look at his mouth has got a little X here. Now, if you have the X on the eyes, that means you're dead. There's different meanings, symbolic meanings. But on the mouth, what does that mean? I look at the top 3 meanings of the X over the mouth, and then I did gematria on it, and it was as clear as it could be. X over the mouth meaning, the 3 top meanings are silenced. You're silenced. And he was silenced. He was shot and silenced. But what he was saying, he literally, a couple months before that, he talked about secret clubs and secret meetings and that were against that and all that kind of stuff. He railed against Masons, and then he was eliminated right after that, a few months later. That's a famous speech. If you haven't heard that, you need to hear that. There's audio and it's not. I don't think there's even video, but there's audio of that for sure. It's very good. So silence is 9-1. Okay, 9-1 backwards. Okay, are you kidding me? And then silence, first and last letter code, which I've talked about so many times. First and last letter code. S is 19, D is 4. So we got 9-4 plus 1 is 9-5. Okay, crazy. I can't talk is the second major meaning for what X on the mouth means. I can't talk, which is 9-1. I mean, are you kidding me? I can't talk is also first letter code ICT, which is 932 or 95 or 239 or 923. I mean, there you go again. Last letter code, because I being one word or one, and it's first and last. Okay, so ITK last letter code is 922. So we have 9-4 and 9-5. I mean, this keeps coming. Eventually, you're gonna get tired of this probably, but the last most popular reason for that is lips are sealed. Lips are sealed is upside down and backwards, 921 or September 21. I mean, are you kidding me? Lips are sealed. And first and last letter code. First letter code, LAS, is 12-1-19. So you can look at this a few ways. 9/1/21, like I showed you, 9/1/21, or 9/1 + 1 21. We know that famous date. That's actually the actual date. Isn't that crazy? That's the actual date that it happened back then, and it's also showing what's going to happen in the future here. I'm telling you. So that's exactly 9/1 + 1, 2001, or 9/1/21. And then look, last letter code to confirm that as well is 4th and 5th of September, and September 1st. It's called a mirror date. So 9 is in the center, so you have a date going this way, a date's going this way, and a date's going this way. So it's 9/1 and 4th and 5th of September. September 1st and 4th and 5th of September. Okay, boom. And then lips are sealed also, just to pick another one, just to confirm in a different gematria and trigonal, is 9, 4, and 5. Are you kidding me? That's another way they do it. They do it the full day, and they go 9, 4th, and 5th. Boom. To September 4th and 5th. And again, that confirms this and this. And by the way, this is also 9, 1 + 1 + 2 is 4. Get rid of the 1. Or 9, 1, 2, and 3. 9, 2, 3. 9, 5. I mean, are you kidding me? Bam. There's so much in these numbers. It's just, and they prove each other. They really do. Okay. And then look at Kennedy's feet. What's going on with his feet? Those are shoes. See the lines? So in fact, those are more specifically sneakers. Okay, there he is. There's Kennedy back before he was president. Or maybe he was senator or whatever. But look at his shoes. He's wearing sneakers. There's his shoes. Wearing sneakers. He was a sneaker wearer. That's known and everything. There it is. There's the pictures of the sneakers. And Chuck Taylor All-Stars is what he's wearing. And that is 9, even just the letters and words, 9, 4, or 1 + 9, 4 is 9, 5. And then there's 9, 5, or 9, 23. There it is again. They're also called Converse All-Star sneakers. And what is that? What's 1656? Upside down. Or first it's, you just move the 6 over here and add 1, 5, and it's 666. Also, there's a lot of other reasons why. I didn't get into it in this video, but why these ones exactly, also the star and everything are all this, but okay. Or upside down and backwards, 1656 is 9, 5, and 9, 1. I mean, how many times are they going to show this? A lot of times. They're also called Chuck Taylor sneakers, which is what? Which is 1 + 3 is 4, 7, 4. Or the Hebrew pronunciation of Luke 10:18 in the Bible is Barak Ubama, or lightning falling from heaven. Jesus said in Luke 10:18, I see Satan as lightning falling from the heavens, or the heights, or lightning falling from heaven is Barak Ubama. In Hebrew, lightning falling from heaven is Barak Ubama. And that happens to be 474. And these are 474 in English Sumerian. Are you kidding me? There's all kinds of things. Or Barak Ubama is also 7-9, which is the 7th of September. And that's not what I'm saying is his demise. And that actually equals that. I mean, there's no way. Okay, so alto, wow. I'm not speaking alto. These sneakers are melting. See, sneakers are melting. Sneakers melting is 9-1, 9-1, 7 and 2, 9-1, 6 + 3 is 9-1, 9-5, and 9-1 mirror date. And then we also have this one. We have, again, 2 and 7 are 9 and 1. You can just, anything add 9 just say the same, get rid of that 9. Or whatever. This is also, again, Septem, showing that 9 is 7, 9 and 7, 21. Because Septem is 7 and 9, 21. That's another way of looking at it, too. They do this all the time, the different ways like that. They seem like cheats. That was the word I couldn't think of for something. They seem like cheats, and they are kind of cheats. I mean, if you think these people are immature and stupid, or demons that come up with this are immature and stupid, yeah, you're right. They are immature and stupid, yes. And they are cheats, yes. But in a way, they are logical in a way, too. So a lot of them are quite a stretch. Now, speaking of a stretch, some of you are familiar with this stupid thing. This guy, well, according to this first, Little Nas X is 9-1. What a shock. Now I'm gonna show you a different shoe that's crazy, but some of you know about this. These Satan shoes. Supposedly this is one of 666 of them, and so you have the 666. You got the pentagram on top, and what was so controversial about this, of course, is because there's a drop of human blood in the sole, which is just sick. That's just human sacrifice. I mean, that's what that's saying, and that it's coming. That's what they're pointing to. See, all this predictive programming, all this 14 days / 15 days thing I'm talking about is predictive programming of mass ritual, mass sacrifice of people. And each day is going to get worse and worse and worse until the climax of the last 14th day, going into the 15th day. So it's really a 14-day process, but it butts up to a 15th day, is 23 nukes in that many cities. And I don't think it's really I think it might be rods of God or something. I don't know if it's actually that particular type of explosion. I'll say it that way. I probably shouldn't have said NUKES, but whatever. I can't always manage everything I say all the time. It's hard. It's wow. The censorship on this is ridiculous. It's insane. So here we go. And then, oh man, this guy is a trip. So 9-1. Anyway, there's 33 in here. There's so much stuff going on here. So anyway, but this, I'm going to show you this and what's related to the things I've been talking about in this. And so we have Luke 10:18. Remember, I said, why is Luke 10:18 on here? I mean, why? It's predictive programming. It's gematria as well. But like I said, he said Barack Obama is in Luke 10:18, and this completely aligns with Stinky Bo, the 44th Prez. I mean, are you kidding me? It literally points to his exact name, Barack Obama, which is 474 in English Sumerian. Okay, and this is showing as well hidden 9-1 backwards, 9-1, and he is 9-1. His name in English Gematria, just straight English Gematria, A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, is 9-1. This is right here. This is 9-1 backwards. Are you kidding me? Luke is 9-4 and 9-5 in respective ordinals, reverse and English. 9-4 and 9-5 backwards. Are you kidding me? Is that a coincidence? These are 9-1. This is 9-4 and 9-5. And all the things I've been saying, are you kidding me? No. And then these are called Satan shoes, like I just said. And we got 9-4 plus 1 is 9-5, 21. Take away the 0. I mean, I have 1,000 of these. Exactly backwards. 9-4 plus 1 is 9-5, 21. And you don't know if it's this year or not? You think it's 22, 23, 2050? I mean, are you kidding me? There's no way. We're up against the wall. We're at the Red Sea moment for a lot of us. A lot of us are at the Red Sea right now. And here comes Pharaoh. That pillar of fire is coming up, and he's coming. The hokey pokey, everything else for children and all this kind of stuff is right here in this month. September is coming up. It's here. It could go a little bit longer, but it would be a little bit. So I'm not saying I know it 100% at all. Not even, it's my best guess this stuff is. Okay, but man, I think I might have nailed this thing 100%. I have so many things and more yet to show you. Here we go. Keep going here. Okay, boom. Nike. Because Nike is a proper name, it's Francis Bacon applies. So Nike, Francis Bacon is 9-5. And Nike, in reverse Francis Bacon, and in Francis Bacon is 6-5, which is what? 9-5 upside down and backwards. How about a massive confirmation of Francis Bacon and its reverse being 9-5 and upside down 9-5 for the actual attack? Are you kidding me? And that's not, well, this slide's got a little out of, okay, anyway, whatever. It's clear. Sorry, it's clear to me. If you can't see, I don't know what to say. Look at all these English gematrias right here. I mean, look at this. Bam. Now, I'll bet you most of you have not heard of this shoe, the Kennedy shoe, the 999. Of course, you got to know what that is, upside down and backwards, of course. I'm not even going to say it. Okay, you can just figure it out. Hopefully, it's pretty clear. Okay, but what happens when you mix the East Coast roots of New Balance, casual coolness of Boston boutique concepts, and the nautical style of John F. Kennedy? You get one hell of a sneaker, the New Balance 999 by Concepts. You get one hell of a sneaker. Now, do you think did I just show you a hell sneaker? Yeah, Satan shoes. This is a hell sneaker. Look at the difference. This looks all white and all nice and all, it's all soft and it's all whatever. But you get one hell of a sneaker. Do you think that's by coincidence? Do you really think so? and it's upside down and backwards. 999 is what? And I'm going to prove it even more. A lot of you probably didn't know that one of the 13 ruling families is Kennedy, and that's in my first video, a video that I would recommend in the description. It's in the description box below in the link there, that I recommend you watch before this one or whatever, or definitely after this one. But one of the ruling families is Kennedy family, and a lot of you probably didn't know that Kennedy is, surprise, surprise, surprise. Yep, it is that. Okay, next, New Balance 999 is what it's referred to. 159, upside down and backwards. You know, I mean, it's just backwards or forward, 1st and 5th of September. You do it that way. Or New Balance 999 is what? It's 195, or it's 555, which is, oh, there's so much going on this. And then it's 44. Who's number 44? 44th Prez? This guy, upside down and backwards. 6, and then a 6, and then a 6. Are you kidding me? So that's 195. Again, September 1st, September 5th. New Balance is 9121. Backwards, September 1st, 21. Are you kidding me? This is all a coincidence. Yeah, you know. Concepts is who made that she was by. 95 is Concepts. Again, look at all this English. Look at all this stuff. And he's just Francis Bacon because we got a proper name here. It's crazy. Or 8 months and 1 day into the year is 9/1/21. I mean, are you kidding me? Bam. Okay, so I'm also saying that, like I said before, there'd be something with a dam or multiple dams that will break on the first, because that's like water breaking at a birth. So something's going to happen with that. I'm not going to try to speculate where and everything. There's too many possibilities, but I'm going to say just generally that a dam or multiple dams are going to break on that day, okay? That's my best guess. And then the 4th and 5th day, just for a lot of you that don't know, the dam is mad backwards. So there'll be mad zombies. So people will be who've got the hokey pokey in combination with blue light, because blue light's, the Lord showed me that's it's also gematria, but I've shared that. It's kind of like a switch. And so so many people have changed out their incandescent bulbs with LEDs, and those are blue light. That's blue light. A lot of phones are that way too. I actually have a thing on my cell phone. If you have a smartphone, you might have it where you can turn off the blue light or change the blue light. Blue light really messes up sleeping patterns. It does all kinds of things to the brain, and it's a switch. It literally can switch off your brain from wanting to sleep in a way. It causes a lot of insomnia. Some people have insomnia, it might be looking at you LEDs too much. That's been known. I knew that 10 years ago, and I knew that was going to play into something that the elite were doing with people and everything, but I just didn't know until the Lord kind of put it all together for me. So with blue light and with the hokey pokey, and it's going to get switched with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A, B, C, D, F, G. That technology is going to turn people into like zombified people, or where demons can come in very easily and go crazy, or it'll just kill them right there on the spot. Things like that. It's a number of things. So the hokey pokey is really, the Lord told me recently, the hokey pokey is getting the body ready for the mark. It's the Lord said, literally, Jesus said this literally to me. He said, the hokey pokey is terraforming the body, getting it ready for this alien thing to come in and to completely take over the body. So the body is not technologically ready for that. It's not built technologically, but the hokey pokey is building the body technologically with all these different stuff, the luciferase stuff, the graphite stuff, I'm going to say it that way, and all that. And it's kind of building the organics, or the technology with the organics, to terraform the body to get it ready for what's coming. Okay, so believe it or not, whatever. If you don't agree, just don't put a comment, because I'll delete you. I'm not going to argue. I don't argue about stuff at all. I know what the Bible says. I have 10 scriptures and understanding of the Bible that, the mark happens when the age of grace is over. It also makes you live forever in a messed up state, in a sense, and all kinds of stuff. It's not killing it. The hokey pokey is killing hundreds of thousands of people, if not more. So Las Vegas, okay, is going to be attacked with probably it's going to look like a meteor. Okay, I'm saying Southern Florida is going to be hit with something, massive explosion, massive something. I'm saying somewhere in between Tampa Bay and all the way down to Miami. So, but I'm just putting Miami because it's really got the solid numbers more than even. iPad Goat. George Bush was in Sarasota, Florida, when 9/1+1 happened, and that's right below Tampa Bay. And then, anyway, there's so much predictive programming for Miami being attacked and everything, especially by aliens and movies I've shared. So, and these aliens might even just be coming out of the ground or something. They may be some form of just demons, and people are going to think they're aliens because if they've seen so many alien movies and the version of aliens and grays and even stuff, they're going to think it's aliens necessarily, but it might even just be that's the way certain demons are going to look in a human form, or in a physical form. That's what I'm saying. So alien invasion just could be a deception, people thinking it's aliens and then the world reacting to an alien invasion, but it might just be the way these demons are going to take on human, oh my gosh, physical form. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So that's the things here. So then let's hit 9/7 here. Sorry, Brittany. Sorry, Brittany's gone. And then somewhere this day, and then she's going to be reported on this day. And then this Three Gorges is going to break. I'm saying, okay, and then also on 9/7, so it's even right in here, but I didn't want to put it right here. It's still right in here. The aircraft carriers are attacked, and I'm guessing maybe the Ronald Reagan, but I'm guessing definitely the Abraham Lincoln, and more likely I'm saying the Truman or maybe the Ronald Reagan too, but. I'm pretty sure I know for sure because I literally had a vision years ago where I was on the Abraham Lincoln. I knew because I saw a picture of Abraham Lincoln there, and it got attacked and it was sinking, and I was on it, and I was like a service member, and I knew everybody was going to die, and I knew that was Trumple, being he's the old Lion King, Lincoln Lion King, and then the CQBO is the true man, and Truman was the 33rd president, and he was a 33rd degree Mason. So much stuff. I'm not getting all that. Okay, boom. And then so Trumple falls. And it's possible. I don't really see it so much in the numbers, but I know by psychologically, it's very possible they could bring him back because of the fraud of the electors. And I'll just say it that way in case there's some kind of thing on that or whatever. Yeah. It's possible. Okay. And I see that as far as symbolically and how that would, but I don't see it in the numbers so much. So I'm not going to say about, but I know for sure, with revelations and numbers and everything else, Trumple will fall. Trumple will be eliminated. The numbers are there. I've shown it. I'm going to show it in this video as well. Okay, boom. Let's keep going. And then let me just hit this real quick. Well, not real quick, but let me just keep going with this. So the stock market is going to crash on 9/9, and there's I have hundreds of data points on this, but I'm going to share a few with you right now. Wall Street is where the stock exchange is in New York, of course. Wall Street, and that's what it's referred to all the time, is 135. 135 is added to its reverse. 531 is 666. 3 6s is 666. Again, these two, and the reverse and are the same. So we take the reverse of this and add it to this is 666. And this is also 3 6s backwards. And this is also 9999. Okay, it's also the year. What's the year? Look at this. This is also hidden as well. 99 is right here. And this is the year I'm saying, right? And it's 2 21s. What is 2 21s? 2 times 3 is 6. So if we have 996, then what do we really have? 9s are really upside down, backwards 6s. So we really have 666. Okay, and there's so much in all that, and I can bring out so much more. I'm going to show you a few more things just from the stock market, because I haven't shared that too much. I've shown some of the other days even more, but I'm going to show you this first with Wall Street, okay, and how it shows the attack days, just the general attack day of 9/5. Wall Street, first and last letter code. First letter code is backwards exactly 91 or 9/23 or 91 and 95 or 9/23. 923, remember from my last video? If you watch that, if you haven't watched it. And then last letter code is LT, which is backwards 2021. So 9, you can look at it this way, 9/1/2021, 9/23 9/23/2021, or 9/5. And ultimately, I'm saying it's not 9/23 really, it's 9/5. But however, I'm going to put a caveat. It could be actually 9/23. Okay, because it could be exactly 4 years after the Revelation 12 sign, of course, Gregorian. But I think the evidence more supports by far that 9/23 is 9/5, and that it's 9/1 is actually 4 prophetic years after the Revelation 12 sign, because Revelation 12 sign is all based on prophetic numbers and such. For example, Jupiter went into Virgo for 293 days, which is 9 prophetic months and 23 days. So we're already setting up the prophetic timeline of that. And then everything in the Revelation, there's probably like 8 different scriptures in Revelation that refer, when it refers to years or months, it refers to prophetic years or months. And we're basically talking about that right now. We're talking about prophetic years and months. So anyway, so I hope that makes sense. This is insane. I mean, literally. Okay, but look, Panic of 1909. So I looked at the 2 top, just for this video, I'm sharing the 2 top crashes of the stock market. The number 1 was listed as the Panic of 1907. The Panic of 1907 is literally 9/9/5, or September 5th. September 5th. So you can look at it that way. You can look at it that way as well. You can look at it as September 5th, get rid of this 9, or September 9th, 2021, because 2021 is 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. So 9/9, September 9th, 2021. Okay, that's crazy. Plus you have right here, you have Stinky Bio's death, 9/7 plus 1 is Trumple's death. And I'm going to show that here in a little bit. It's just, this is nuts. And you also have 10/4, which is 1/4, which is 7 plus 7. Remember I said that earlier, 14 is 7 plus 7, or 7/7, the top of the pyramid. And plus another 7 after he dies, 7 days after that is 9/14, and he's back alive again. And that's 7/7/7, or 7/14, or September 14th. Anyway, hope that makes sense. Next thing is stock market crash of 1929. Backwards is 2 9s. 2 9s. 2 9s. Get it? Okay. Or 9. 1 plus 8 is 9/5. 9/5. 9/5. I mean, seriously. Our stock market crash of 1929 is also, in Jewish reduction, is 9/9. It's also in other gematrias, it's 9/9. But I'm just giving you some examples here. Okay, this is crazy. And then, of course, so we have, then just so I just cover this, I'm not going to cover more about this right now, these 2 right now. I'm just hitting certain days on just this video, because I'm getting up there on time here. Going to be past 2 hours. Great. 9/11 and 9/11 thing, whatever you want to call that. Man, I didn't want to say that. I tried not to say that, but I did. This and that date are the tsunami days. Mega tsunamis will be created on each coast, and then they will cause massive earthquakes in the middle, probably 12.0 plus. Okay, and then the 9/14/15 are the last day when 20, I'm going to guess, 2 cities, I'm guessing, are going to be attacked on 9/4/9/5. And I'm going to guess right now Las Vegas or Miami, or somewhere in southern Florida. But I'm just saying Las Vegas, Miami, just generally. And then 23 more will be on this last day, nuxels, okay, or some form of explosion. I'm not going to say what it is. It might be Rod of God or something. That's very possible. So you have 2 and then 23 of them. That's 322 backwards, which is the days of death. And that's what another reason for 322. It's 2 on the first day, which is the 9/5, and the very last day of destruction is 23 of cities, and that's 223. Backwards is 322. Anyway, sick stuff, man. Okay, and so looking at all this as an overview again, and then this thing I added for this time, and then I'm adding something else right here, which is Taksim Mosque attack. Well, again, that's my thumbnail for this video as well. So let me show you. Let's get into that. So this is the Taksim Mosque. Okay, it was just built recently. In fact, it just opened up here a few months ago. I'm going to show you that. Now this is crazy, because this is shown, I'm saying, in iPad Goat, and that iPad Goat came out in 2012, and it was actually even shown to Masons and stuff like I've shared back in 2008, I think it was, right before the election of Stinky Bo, and my friend who was a 32nd degree Mason, I'm not going to even say his name, he said that they were shown this, and they said it was the plan and everything else, and that was in like 2008 or something, right before Stinky Bo became president. So crazy, just crazy. Okay, and so here it is, finally built. So I've been looking at it. I was looking at Hagia Sophia for a while. It's got to be Turkey because the whirling dervish is shown in. I would go now. I'm going to show you this in a second. But Taksim Square Mosque, Istanbul, Turkey. Wow, if I could talk. Taksim Square Mosque, Istanbul, Turkey is 97, which is the date of Stinky Bio's death, and I'm going to show you why that is, plus 1. So 1 plus 97 is 98, or 1 times 97 is 97. So you have 97 and 98. Also, Taksim Mosque, Istanbul, Turkey is 197 as well. Okay, now I'm going to get into why that is. But look at this. See, and this is in my... So here he is coming up. Again, whirling dervish, this religion, everything that they do, it's Turkish in origin. Okay, so that points to Turkey. And then this mosque really does. Because all the landmarks and where it's in the location and everything is definitely this one here. And I'm going to prove it. So there's him coming out of the mosque. There's this, it's called a minaret, but I'm going to get into another thing they call this and what it actually is. But right here, this is the square right here. It's called a town square. And I'm not getting into all the details on that, what that means, everything. But it is a circular thing, and that is the circular thing right there. And there's a monument that this is pointing to, and it's right there. The monument's right in the middle there, and I'm going to show you what that is right now. So this is that circular square. It's called a square, but it's circular. I mean, it's called the square. You know, like this, the center of town is called a square or whatever. Just called that. But you have a monument right here, which is a secular monument. That's why this is controversial, because this was the celebrating of the secular government of Turkey. And guess when it started? 1923, or take away the 1, 923. Are you kidding me that this is not planned? Seriously. Okay, so we have the circle. Perfect. And look at this circle. You see the circle? And there's the monument in the middle. There's the monument. That's what that arrow was pointing to. And this is an iPad goat. And then there's a circular thing around here. This is defining. And then right in there is a circle right here. There's the circle right there. And there's the monument in the center. Boom. And it's right off there. I mean, look at it. You've got the mosque, this square, the square. It's called a square or town square, right? But it's really a circle. Whatever. It doesn't make sense to me, but I don't see a square in the area somewhere, or maybe it's a block or something. I don't know. But anyway, okay. So that's that. That's one thing. And then you look at this. In iPad Goat, he's coming up here, doing the whirling dervish right here. And this is a coastal town. You see all this sea here or whatever. Okay, look at Turkey. It's a coastal town. City. Look at this. Big city. Big city. I should say it's a city. Big city. A decent-sized city, I'm sure. But look at all this right here. And in fact, look at this peninsula. See that peninsula? There it is right there. Look at the peninsula right there. In fact, this peninsula... Look at this bridge going across here. There's a few bridges going across stuff. There's a bridge going across there. Boom. There's a bridge going across there to this peninsula. It's right there. Boom, boom. Okay. This is it. Okay. I've proven it. Whether I'm going to prove even more, but you'll see. And then look at that. See this island over here? It's got these docks right here. And look. Oop. I'm going to go back this way. Oop. Sorry. Then look at this island over here. It's got docks right here. I mean, it's not exactly accurate right here, but it's right here. This docks is an island right here. I mean, there's a lot of things. I'm not going to show you everything, but and here's Erdogan. Okay, he was the mayor of, at this time in 1994, which is shown right here, shown the 19th of January, 94. He's from one building. He's pointing to where the mosque is going to be, and he's talking about it. Okay, and I'm going to prove some of this stuff and how it's tied to Erdogan as well. And how he's tied to even Stinky Bio as well. It's crazy. But it ultimately is Stinky Bio, not him. He's not the Antichrist. Erdogan is not. He's just another henchman, just like everybody else. Okay? He's pointing to this area. And this is what's in this all of a sudden. So you see here, this is literally 999. Remember in like the Kennedy shoe? 999 is upside down 666. And then we have 4111 is 7. So if we want to just take away any 9s we want, right here, then we have 9, and then the other numbers are 7, 9, 7, and that's when this is going to happen. 9, 7, be attack on the mosque, and that mosque is also Stinky Bio's head, and I'm going to show you that. It's crazy. So this is not only 666, which is Stinky Bio, he's 666, which is 999 upside down backwards. It's also 9, and then the rest of these numbers are 7. There's other things going on here as well. We literally have 9, 1, and then 1, or 9/1, or we also have 9, 4, and 9, 4 plus 1 is 9, 5. That's all there too. It's just crazy. So here he is. And then this says Archive of Yalcin Ozer. Okay, he was a reporter and stuff that recorded this. This is an archive showing this. Okay, but Yeltsin Ozer is 9495. I mean, are you kidding me? 21 backwards. So it's just, this is nuts. And then even archive of Yeltsin Ozer is 197. Again, Stinky BO's demise is September 7th, plus 1 is Trumple. And this is all associated because of the scenes in iPad Go, and I'm going to show you in a little bit here. And then it said, he says, this is translated here on this video. This area where the subway passes is the area that has already been considered. If you look at that, and I'm using this reverse satanic one to show you a crazy example. Another way they do this is 9, as again, this is a mirror date, but it shows 2 different dates on either side of the 9, which I've shown a few times already, and hundreds of times in the past. 923 or 95 and 97, because they're showing multiple things. They're showing an attack, so that relates to the first attack, and then they're also showing Stinky BO's head wound or his demise. Okay, so that's why they would show it this way. This is kind of a crazy way to do it, but they do it this way all the time. It's also, if you take away the 9, it's September 23 or September 5. Okay. All right. And then Taksim Mosque, Istanbul, tying directly to Erdogan. Taksim Mosque, Istanbul, 279 reverse ordinal is exactly Recep Tayyip Erdogan is 279. Exactly reverse order. He's completely tied to this. Now, some people say, hey, there's no evidence that he is any more tied to it than this kind of gematria. As far as there's no evidence of his assassination, all that stuff, like I'm going to show you right here. I haven't found any. And his numbers don't show that. They just show generally, his numbers are not 666. His numbers are not a lot of things. Almost all these things that a CBO is, they're not. And I've looked at all these different people. Okay? Far more than most of you. Far more. And to the point of which, who can say that they have 9, I'm used to 9. I have 595. This is weird. It's weird that I have this at this time, because I've been in the 500s and high 500s for a while. I now have 595 solid evidences that Stinky BO is the Antichrist, and nobody, I mean nobody, comes close. And I know all the candidates. I know every single one, including Erdogan. And Erdogan is not even 100, not even 50. Stinky BO, and I've studied this like most people would never have. Most people have ever have. I'm telling you, and my videos prove it. Stinky BO I've got 595. That's where this timing. That's just because it's 5995. I mean, I did not plan this, but I know each one, and they're in order and everything else. I mean, and people have asked me to do videos on that. I'm never going to do that, because if you can't look at my videos and look at that stuff, or do some research yourself also and all that, then you don't deserve to know all the reasons, because it's only for the people that deserve to know. If you don't want to know and you don't care to know and don't do the research, you don't deserve to know. You'll find out. You'll find out. You'll really find out if you're still here. And if you don't know, you're still going to be here. I mean, probably. So, and I'm just saying, I'm just telling you, I'm speaking real to you. Oh, by the way, another way of looking at this, and another reason I forgot to mention, is it's 7th of September, 2021. Because 2021 is also 23. Because 20 is 2, and then take away the 0. 21 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So that's exactly 7th of September, 2021 backwards. That's another reason I was showing it. It's multiple things. They have so many things. And then why is 279 important? Because it's 2 7s. What's 2 7s? September. September is 7 in Latin. September 7th is 2 7s. It's also September 7th. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And so it's hidden. These things, they love hiding things. You gotta get. That's why I've gotten good at finding how they hide things, especially with numerically. And then look, Recep Tayyip Erdogan is RTE, which is what? 925, which is 97. Or in a way, look at it as May 29th. Now I'm going to show you that an example. Why is that important? So 9, 2 plus 5 is 7. So that's September 7th. I'm saying that's when the mosque is involved. That's about the head wound on Stinky BO and all that. Okay, why is that important? Well, look at this. This is news as of May 29th, that day. Remember I said here, May 29th backwards. May 29th backwards as of May 29th, 2021. Taksim Square. Oh my gosh. Erdogan. It doesn't look like Erdogan, but it's Erdogan. Erdogan inaugurates controversial mosque in Istanbul. Okay, and that just happens to be that day. I don't think. And Erdogan, first letter code, is that backwards? Are you kidding me? Okay, and then here we go. Taksim Square, Erdogan inaugurates controversial mosque in Istanbul. And then look, 5 is in the middle of 2, 9. Or 9, 5 plus 2 is 7. Or 9, 7, September 7th. He's tied to this. It's crazy. Because of that mosque. And he was pointing to it. You remember that. Pointing to where it was going to be. And there is his name again in another cipher. And again, it's 9, 7. Or 5, 2, 9 in a way. There you go. 5, 2, 9 down there. On the bottom there, the date of the article here. Crazy. Okay, so what I'm saying in iPad Go, and I've shared so much on all this, but I'm showing a different aspects to this I've never shared. 9-7 is this scene, and then go to the top of the mosque. So the top of the mosque, these 3 bombers fly over that look like Illuminati triangle. They look like Mason triangles, whatever. They go right over here. They bomb right here. Okay, this is Obama's head. And I'm going to show you some other blow-ups and angles of this. But this is his nose. This is his slanted slit of his eye. This is his mouth. This is his chin. This is his face pointed up. Okay? And this is a big nostril right here. And I'm going to show you this. This is even more. But this is 9-7 when it's bombed. And then it shows you from here, it shows you above it right here, top of the mosque, the roof of it caving in. And what I've shared before on the roof is this is Trumple's head. So this is the head wound of CKBO right here. Head wound. This is his head facing up, eye closed, mouth closed. Boom. And then that's death of CKBO, 9-7. Death of Trumple is his head's right here. And then his head's in the collapse of this mosque. Okay. And I'm going to show that a little bit to you here, but a lot more detail on some things as well. But other things not going to get into. Okay. But here we go. So in this, I'm going to blow this up. This is his head right here. Again, I'm going to show it kind of long ways too in a second. But here's his eye here, mouth, nose, head wound. Okay, so, but this is the gematria. Again, if you don't know the gematria, if you don't see the symbols as gematria as well, you don't use that, you don't understand gematria, you're not going to understand iPad Go one bit. Any of you that watch this, or any of your channels, I recommend, if you know anybody that does iPad Go, you send them to my channel, and I'm going to show them that they have to know gematria. That's how the world is run. If you don't show a lot of gematria and this stuff, you don't understand what they do and who they are. You just don't. I'm sorry, but you just don't. You're only going to get a small picture of what is possible. And you're certainly not going to get the whole thing. You have no chance of uncovering the whole thing without gematria because that's who they are. Kabbalists, it's who they are. That's just what it is. Okay, boom. Those are rhino horns. 2 rhino horns is what? 2, 5, 6. Upside down and backwards. 9, 5, 2. I don't know why I put that like that. Oops. Okay. Anyway, it's 9, 5, 2, and then this is pointing to this thing. It's a minaret in a sense, but it's really, they call it a beacon. So 1 beacon instead of 2. Sometimes they have 4 beacons, or some even have 6 or 5 or whatever. But that one has 2. The Toxin, but they're just showing 1. It's rare to have 1. Usually at least have 2. And it's probably because it's the 2 pillars, and then it's the portal in the middle or something. I mean, seriously, 101 or IOI is the portal in the middle of the 2 pillars falling and all that. It's just so crazy. The 2 towers or whatever. Anyway, so this is really a beacon. So 1 beacon. So by the way, 2 rhinoceros horns is September. 5 plus 2 is September 7th. Remember, this is September 7th. I have September 7th up here on the earlier slide here. And then 1 beacon is 7-9 or 9-7, September 7th, September 7th, September 7th, September 1 plus 6 is 7. Sometimes you do it in the middle, like I said. Mix up a little bit. They can only mix up by 1 digit, really, on a 3-digit thing. So that's 1 beacon. I mean, are you kidding me? Now let's look at this. This is an archway. A lot of mosques have an archway, and that's very symbolic. I'm going to get into all that stuff. That's a Muslim thing. So, but look, 7th of September, September 7th. Again, this is all September 7th. And the reason why these are all hodgepodge together, why do you have rhinoceros horns? That's obviously rhinoceros horns. If you don't see that, I'm sorry. But that's how the tusk, or whatever you call them, they're called horns. Rhinoceros horns, it's exactly how they're on a 2-horn rhinoceros. That's exactly how they look. I mean, that's what these are. 2 rhinoceros horns. I mean, sorry. And I'm going to show you how 2 rhino horns is the same thing, but you don't have to spell out rhinoceros. And they know these phrases. The demons know what phrases to use. In fact, maybe even horns is as well. I mean, seriously. And then why? Because Barak Bama, lightning falling from heaven, in Luke 10:18 is exactly in English gematria as archway, and that is him. That is Barak Bama. That's his nostril. And I'm going to show you some more stuff about that in a minute here. Okay, more. And then again, 2 rhino horns is 9, 7, 9, 7 backwards, 9, 7 backwards. 1 and 8 is 9, 2 and 5 is 7. That's really mixed up. And then we have also, take away the 1 because of the rule of colel, and then we have 9, September 7th. September 7th, September 7th, September 7th, September 7th. I mean, are you kidding me? No. And then sometimes I do that when I show that there's multiple of the same number or versions of the same number, just so you get an idea of how they do this stuff. Otherwise, I could just make it one gematria on everything and mostly do English, some version of English. But I want to show you how they do things, how they hide things, and everything else. Okay, look at this, even more. So this is, now look at this is his face right here. Can you see this? There's a big nostril right here, mouth, and eye slit right here. Eye slit, mouth slit, nose, head wound right here. I'm propping it up this way because this is his chin. And if I'm right, Obama's chin is going to be something, and it was. Obama's chin is 9/7/21. Are you kidding me? Look at this. This is a building. This is very obvious to me. I found this a while back, but it's backwards and sideways. U, small I. Okay, capital U, small I, capital F. Obviously, well, I think it's obvious. I mean, a lot of people may not think it's obvious, but it's U, capital U, small I, capital F, right? UIF that way. Now look, because it's got capitals and lowercase, you can use Francis Bacon, and that's 9/7. Are you kidding me? Bam, next one. That is a carrier sinking. That's an aircraft carrier. It's very narrow. It should be wider looking, but they like to distort things. Things are all distorted in iPic. I mean, look at buildings are going off here and got weird distortions of everything because it's animated, because it's and the distortions is how they hide things. I mean, they even hide things in this. This is Donald Duck right here, and Donald Duck is 9/7 and 9/8. I'm not even going to get into that. That's Donald Duck right there, and he's got a hat. Donald Duck is right there, and who gets killed up here from this vantage point? Donald, the Donald. And there's a Donald Duck. I mean, give me a break. I'm not even getting all that. I mean, there's so much things I can get into. It's just ridiculous. But that is an aircraft carrier sinking. I'm going to blow it up. It's very narrow. It should be wider than that, but you can see these are the angles of an aircraft, and that's if you can imagine sinking. It'll be sinking into the water. And this is the sail of a submarine coming up after it just attacked that, and it's coming up out of the water. This is the top of the submarine, which is called the sail. But anyway, sinking aircraft carrier is, by the way, again, September 7th or 9/7 is Septem 7. Septem is Latin for 7, so it would be natural. This day would be 7/7 or 9/7 because they're both the same, because Septem 7 is 9/7. So 7/7, 7/7, 7/7, 9/7. 2 plus 7 is 9/7, 9/7, 9/7. Take away the 1. Or you can even 9/7 plus 1 is trumple. I mean, seriously. That's all a coincidence? Listen, each thing I'm showing you, each separate slide and each separate thing I'm showing you is a massive not coincidence. It's not. And then I keep adding and adding and adding, and then it just gets so far in the realm of impossibility as far as things naturally being that, or that I'm making it up or something. No, it's obviously the case. Okay, so boom. Okay, so next thing, boom. This is staggering right here when I really think about it, because Taksim Mosque in English Sumerian is September 7th and 8th. Get it? 9/7/8. Okay? And that is exactly 2021 backwards. So 9/7/8 or 8th and the 7th of September 2021. I mean, are you kidding me? It's right there. And that just happens to, and this is how this is Stinky BO. Okay, so this is the mosque, remember, and this is also his head. So the mosque in gematria must match. If gematria is all what it is about, like I said, then this mosque should match his head or him, and it does. 9/7/8 in English gematria, English Sumerian. They're both 9/7/8. So this is Stinky BO, and this is Taksim Mosque. Bam. I mean, with all the other stuff is here too. Bam, 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 bam. But and bam forever. But okay, here we go. Now this is the top. So this represents Trumple. It also there's representations of CBO and 97 as well. But then you add another day, and that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna prove it, and I've proven it in other ways as well. But I'm just gonna hit certain things right now. So ravens is what these things are flying up as. Okay, and ravens are associated with death, and so are crows. And it's going to be both. Now watch. Ravens is, are you kidding me, 7th of September? Or September 7th, ravens in English gematria. That's a coincidence? I don't think so. You got a bunch of ravens flying up from this. That's why they're there, because it's death and whatever. Okay, and murder is 9-7 backwards. And it's same as ravens. I mean, are you kidding me? Murder? Or how about this? A murder of crows. And crows in so English ordinal and Jewish ordinal, again they relate, they're both ordinal. 7-9 and 7-9 are murder, and a group of crows is called a murder. I mean, who came up with that? Who came up with a? You can think of a better, like something like more like herd, or like a. They come up with a murder of crows. I mean, give me a break. Wait till you hear the other one. Wait till you hear one about ravens. Have you ever heard what a group of ravens is called? I'm about to tell you. It's really crazy. I never heard it before until I started researching it. But then we also have the whole phrase murder of crows. So you have 1 plus 7-8 is 7-9, and that's 9-7. Are you kidding me? Okay. Now look at this. So then we also have murder, and then we have of crows is 7-9 plus 1 or 9-7 plus 1 and 9-7 plus 1. Both Trumple and Stinky-Beal's demise in the number. And we have murder. And by the way, to the public, they'll be murdered. Hello, McFly. Hello, McFly. Okay, here we go. Okay, ready for this? Ravens. What's a group of ravens? I did not know this. I did not know. Do you know? A group of ravens is called an unkindness. What? An unkindness? Yes, it is. A group of ravens is called an unkindness. Yeah, it's not kind because they're a murder. I mean, a raven and a crow are pretty much the same thing. Yeah, I think pretty much. But technically, calling a raven, there might even be a bigger kind of crow, or the biggest kind of crow. I don't know exactly, but whatever. But look at this. This is literally what I've said. The previous slide was his head wound, and that was 9-7, and then this is one more day. So that's 9-7 plus 1, 20, 21. Are you kidding me? Is the Lord not bringing it to what I'm sharing? Is Jesus himself not bringing this? How can you not see this? I'm just saying, I'm pleading to you people who can't see the forest for the trees. You can't see the forest because the trees are in your way. Yeah, that's pretty much how a lot of people are, unfortunately. They're stuck in whatever in their heart, and they can't see the forest for the trees. You need the side of Christ. You need the love and the freedom of Christ. And if you can't see this stuff, you really do. And if you can't see this stuff, hopefully you run to Christ, because he's your only hope, your only answer. He's the only one that's going to save you from any of the stuff that's about to come upon the world very quickly, very fast, and furious. Okay, boom. I mean, are you kidding? Unkindness and unkindness? Wow. Okay, so what I've shared about this is, as it's collapsing, you see it is Trumple's head, and it's a few different stages of his head. This is kind of the comb over stage. Okay, but here we go. Boom. This is a profile of Trumple. It is here. You see the lips and the nose and the forehead. This is Trumple, and then this is more. He's dying, and then but this is his hair more. His hair is large over here, and you just see this big comb over here. But this is Trumple. I mean, I'm telling you, believe it or not. Okay, and then right here there are letters right here. Okay, remember I said this was the 9-7, and then this is the +1, which they have all the time. They have 9-7 plus 1. Even in the Toxie Mosque, and Stinky B.O.'s full name was 978, 97, and then +1 is 8. So 978 or +1. 9-7 plus 1. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Do you see the R in here? Do you see the P? Do you see the A? They're here. I saw them. At one point I saw them. And I'm going to show you what's actually right in front of your face. Okay, there's a P right here. There's a P, right? P right there. And then it's right in front of the bigger R right there. And then there's an A hidden here, but there's just missing lines right here. I'm going to fill it in for you. I'm going to show you what it is. Boom. This is PR. And PR, remember I said 86 PR when I was in the restaurant business? PR is backwards 9/7, September 7th. And 86 means to get rid of it. And then 68 means to bring it back, put it back on the menu. So they're going to 86 Stinky BO, and they're going to bring them back on the menu. Do you get it? They're going to 86. I can't believe it. I mean, so many parts of my life are a bunch of lies, are a bunch of demons, messages behind the scenes to predictively program people in everything. Literally, I'm in a restaurant, and I'm hearing this all the time on every busy night. 86 PR and 68 PR. We just got it. 68. And then that is what it is? Without a doubt. And if you don't have to believe me, don't believe me. I know what it is. Lord has made it, Jesus made it very clear that's what that is. Why are things what they are in the first place? What's their origins? Have you ever questioned your origins of things? That I'm telling you, I'm telling you the origin right now. So P, this is a P, this is an R. It's clear to me. I see it. Hopefully you see it. That's a 9 and a 7. That's September 7th. And this is an A. You just put a line right there and a line right there. That's an A. What's an A in English imagery is 1. So you have 7/9. Stinky BO's death day is September 9th. Plus 1 is September 8th. Are you kidding me? I'm bringing it. Lord's bringing it. I'm telling you. Believe it or not. And Bunny. Oh, Bunny. I'm going to call him Oh, Bunny. Maybe I'll call him that for a while. Oh, Bunny. What are the chances of two different things they get him with the bunny ears behind him? Are you kidding me? So I want to thank you. I got to have fun with this. I was crying. Now I'm laughing, okay? I got to have fun with this because it is so absurd. All this is so ridiculous, absurd, and it's angering and everything else. And I have no fear whatsoever. Any of you think this is about fear, you're an idiot. And what idiot means is it means an unbeliever. You don't believe in what the truth is. You don't believe that revealing the truth, Ephesians 5:11, is what the Lord says to do. It says, reveal the truth that's being done in secret and don't be part of it. I'm revealing it. I'm not part of it. And I'm not afraid of any of it because Jesus is my strength. I have strength in him 100%. It's taken me 30 years to completely get there. I'm just saying ultimately, and I'm just a couple days from that anniversary. It's really crazy. A few days from that anniversary. It's crazy. But so thank you. So first I want to thank you. No, let me do this and then I'll thank you. So thank you for not being O Bunny or following O Bunny, but everybody will follow O Bunny. Okay. I just thought I like to laugh. I like to make fun of things. It's just fun. Otherwise I'm going to cry. Am I going to laugh or cry about this time we're in? This horrible, hellish, ridiculous time that's about to come, especially. And I could be more dead serious. But then also I'm laughing because I'm thanking you for helping me. I'm thanking anybody who's ever had a good comment on my channel or on Telegram or has emailed me. I have so many emails that I get all the time. I have so many great emails, so many stupid emails too. I get every crazy person you can imagine. And I get so many incredible emails, people that come to the Lord and people, listen, any of you religious people that think that this is all BS, Barbara Streisand, Barry Soetoro, and Bob Saget, a lot of people are coming to the Lord on my channel. So deal with that. Put that in your religious pipe and smoke it. Okay? Ponder on that for a while. What are you doing? What are you doing, you naysayer that's sitting around and is doing nothing and just mocking and scoffing other people that are actually doing things like me in Christ? Put that in your pipe and smoke it for a while. Okay, people are coming to the Lord through my channel because Lord is becoming real in their lives and he's talking to them and he's showing them stuff through this and ultimately showing them stuff in their life. So I want to thank you, everybody who's ever supported me. If you ever given money to my ministry and everything, I so appreciate it. In fact, this is a nice little segue, unfortunately, to ask if you're able to give, please. I need it right now. My family needs it. We need it ever so often, of course, because I rely on those funds for bills and everything. I'm down to like almost nothing now again, but the Lord's awesome. I just got a donation from somebody. I'm very thankful. even when I wasn't even asking for it. It happens at different times. It's just the perfect timing. I want to thank G. I'm just going to say G. I want to thank you, G. Thank you, G. I mean, I thank all of you, but and equally as much in so many ways. I'm no respecter of persons. I appreciate every little gift and everything. Even cards sometimes. I get cards and stuff that are so awesome. Even without a donation. I mean, I even get stuff without donation sometimes. And they just appreciate what I'm doing and or encourage me or whatever. And it's awesome. And I thank you, G. I'm just going to say G because you know who you are. G. And maybe I should say it ends with the E. So you know who you are. G ends with an E or whatever. But I thank you because your timing sometimes is just so impeccable, and I just feel like you deserve a shout out because just the Lord puts it on my heart sometimes. So, and anyway, thank you so much. Thank all of you. If you're able to give it, the description box is a PayPal link. Also, there's a P.O. box, and also Zelle Pay is awesome. If you don't know how Zelle works, it's what PayPal should be. It doesn't cost anything. You just go to Zelle Pay, ZELLE Pay.com, and set it up through your bank. It's so easy, and it's just it's what PayPal should be. So anyway, thank you, because we could really use it right now. And I just thank everybody who's ever commented, and thank you so much. Oh my goodness, for all your prayers. It means so much to me and my family. We've been through such warfare at times, but we are victorious. We'll have certain things that go through and stuff, and then it's a massive attack, and then the Lord will just completely redeem us out of it, and it's glorious. It is so glorious in so many ways. So I thank you so much for all that. So anyway, thank you for everybody who's ever given in any way, comments, positive comments. I mean, whatever. And do me a favor on this video. If you would, a lot of times I ask for specific things, but almost nobody does it. So I'll be pleasantly surprised if anybody does. If there's some things that completely stick out for you on this video that completely blew your mind, I'd like to hear that feedback. Specifically, I get enough of negatives for the rest of eternity. I don't need negatives anymore because everybody doesn't like how, a certain amount of people don't like how I talk or how long I talk, and every little critique you can possibly think of. I am so thankful. The age of the critic is almost over. These critics are going to be smashed. There'll be no criticism. They're going to be in their foxholes, and stuff is going to be going over their heads, and they won't have time to criticize anything. They'll be thankful for everything they ever get. And I'm thankful for, as far as the age of the critic being over. And that's the Lord. The Lord actually put that in my head. He said, the age of the critic will be over very soon. So you'll be happy. He told me that. So you critics that have nothing to do but criticize, hold your tongue. Jesus said, hold your tongue. Who are you to criticize? Who are you? There's something in your eye. Take that out first before you criticize anybody else. Because you're going to stand before this person who is really the criticizer. And he'll be right. And he'll be just. So who are you to criticize? Before anything comes out of your mouth, you better get it from the Lord. I'm warning you, as a loving brother in Christ, whether you're in Christ or not. Hold your tongue for your own good. Okay, hold your tongue. I do my best to hold my tongue. My tongue in the past has got me in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Eventually, over 30 years, I learned to hold my tongue like insanely. Like I had to nail it to my back of my mouth. Sometimes almost, it feels like literally, because of what it's done to me. Anyway, so sorry. I'm just rambling now. Well, it's not really rambling, but it's making certain points. So the last thing I'm going to show for people who are still here, Obama with rabbit ears is 7th of September, and Follow the White Rabbit is September 8th. I got to laugh. Hopefully you laugh at things too. So anyway, that's it. A really long video, over 2 hours, such is life. Taken in sections. I mean, telling you right now it's kind of pointless, but it's weird saying it right now because I haven't put it out yet. So anyway, thank you so much. God bless you. I'm so thankful for everything everybody has ever done for me, and that you even listen to me. I just thank you so much. It means so much to this wretched person that I was 30 years ago, and all this process of removing wretchedness from my life and my idiocy and all kinds of stuff for so many years. And I'm just so thankful wherever I'm at right now, that is way better than where I was. And that's all because of Jesus. Without him, I'd be nothing, nowhere, nobody. Okay? So thank you in Jesus' name. I thank all of you, and I bless all of you in Jesus' name. This is Exalted Lamb 1, over and out. Finally.